city of San Francisco in 1851 was wicked. The 49ers who came to California did not think of this port beside the Golden Gate as anything but a way station to easy riches. They rushed off to Sutter's Creek, Grass Valley, and other gold diggings, while the criminal gangs they left behind started the most brutal uprising against law and order in American history. A hoodlum known as the Sydney Cove gathered to him every escaped convict from the British penal colony in Australia. The Sydney Cove gang had a terrifying objective. They meant to wipe out San Francisco's police force and take over the town. Police were shot from ambush in broad daylight on the streets. They were strangled and their bodies tossed into the bay. 1,200 murders and only one man hanged for them.
Go tell the Sydney Cove we got ourselves another copper and threw him in the bay.
In his campaign of terror against the police, the Sydney Cove shanghaied them and sold them into ships bound for China. San Francisco then was a town of 15,000 without a police force.
California, California, there's
the Californians.
California, I've come to live where life is best. In the Golden West, I'm gonna strike it rich in California.
Mind what I've told you about this sinkhole of creation?
I will, sir.
I've watched you these many weeks like a first mate watches good officer material. Tis a fine and decent lad you are. Back to Boston you should be going. There's plenty of other lads for the gold and carousing. Take my advice, son. Sail back with us.
My folks have had their belly full of being poor. They scrimped and saved and chipped in $250 for my stake. Well, I'm the Patrick they all voted to come west. And I'm gonna make them all rich, like I promised.
Well then, buy your equipment and get on the trail this day. Keep away from the crimps and the thugs. You promise me?
I will, sir. Don't worry about me, sir.
The best of luck to you, Dim.
The same to you, sir. And when I get rich, I'll buy you a ship of your own, and we'll sail her back together. Till then, here's that tobacco pouch you wanted but wouldn't buy in Rio. Throw the old one away. Compliments of a millionaire.
Young man, are you lost?
Oh, no, miss. I'm looking for a mining outfit.
I'm Mrs. McGivern, and you'll find my husband inside.
You see, I shouldn't have called you miss. The pretty darlings are always married.
Why, thank you.
It's been my pleasure, ma'am. Is that gold? Is it real?
A green one, just off the ship.
I never saw real gold nuggets before.
Well, dig in. Heft a few of them.
Oh, it's heavier than lead. Ah, it's the prettiest yellow color I ever saw. It'll be prettier when I get mine.
Well, that makes just about 8,000, Mr. Dawson. Now, that more than squares what you and Mr. Henley owe. Now, are you going to be outfitting again, or do you want to cash all this in?
Got a new claim up in Grass Valley, Mr. McGivern. And one in Shirttail Gulch. But we aim to have a little fun before we start for the new digging.
Yeah, you know, wine, women,
Fine. I'll put this in the safe for you. And for heaven's sake, will you try and be careful so you can live to enjoy all this, huh?
Thanks. See you later. When you come in with your pile, be sure you bank it with Jack McGivern.
Well, I thank you for the advice.
Where'd he come from, son?
Boston, sir. The name is D.N. Patrick. I'd like a miner's outfit.
You would, huh? How much money you got?
$250.
That's just about enough to buy you a pick, a shovel, and a frying pan.
What?
What are you going to do for an animal?
An animal?
Yes, you need something to get you the diggings, you know. Now, what do you prefer, a horse or a mule?
Well, whichever's best, Mr. McGivern.
A mule.
Well, don't they kick and bite sometimes?
No, I never saw one yet that didn't get along with us Irish fellas. They seem to like us, you know.
Then I'd rather have a mule.
Fair enough. I'll tell you what you do. Now, you just take this down to my good friend Jim O'Connor. You'll find him in the Pacific Saloon. Tell him to charge it on your account with me.
If you'd like a reference, I'll get one from my good friend, Mr. Andrews. He's mate of the Clipper
right,
Mary Ann.
Son, all right, if it makes you feel better. Oh, and incidentally, I wouldn't be carrying all this money around with me if I were you.
Oh, I can take care of my money, all right. They've been soaked in brine day and night for 2 months.
Great protection against a gun or a knife, aren't they?
Now, don't you worry at all. I'll be back all right, Mr. McGivern.
Hold on, Mr. Andrews. We have some business with you. 10 good sailors. Only $50 a head.
I told you before I don't buy men from Shanghaiers. Now, out of my way, Crip.
Big-headed Yank. Teach him a lesson.
Mr. Andrews! Stay out of it, son. Them's the Sydney Cove. He's my friend!
Police! Police! Coves! Coves! Quick, into the saloon with them. Come on.
Let's pick her up, Ernie. Well, boss, should go about 20,000. Good bit of business for one day.
Boss, it's a weasel.
Let him in. Well, did you get the gentleman who refused to do business with us?
Don't I always? First Mate Andrews is in a bunk down below, and he won't be saleable to the China trade for about a week.
That'll teach these clipper ship officers to go Holy Joe on us. Anyone see you?
A young Yank sailor butted in to help Andrews, but we clobbered him and threw him in the cage.
In the cage? Kill him and throw him in the bay.
But he's worth $50.
He's worth more dead. He's a witness. There's talk in the papers of McGivern the merchant raising up some vigilantes. They'll try and put us out of business. Ernie.
Oh, now, boss, no, boss, please
Take
don't.
care of it.
Boss, I don't now, really. Oh!
Now, you go down to the cage and kill that Yank. You better take him along to make sure you get the right one.
Come on, weasel.
Where's our family physician? Here. Andrews is a navigator. He's worth $1,000 to us in good condition. Go and patch him up, carefully. And the next one of you that acts careless will get a nice little hole in his head. See?
Oh, my head. Where am I?
You've been shanghaied by the Sydney Coves.
Coves. Mr. Andrews. What have they done with him, do you know?
Well, a crimp named Weasel brought you both in here. Then another crimp took your friend away.
Away, where?
They didn't say, matey.
I've been robbed. They
took all my money. I'm getting out of here.
Well, there's no sense in that. They got crimp guards all around.
Look, the two of us might...
Not me, my boy. I aim to stay alive till the clipper ship reaches the Sandwich Islands. Then I'll jump ship.
Well, I can't wait that long. I gotta find Mr. Andrews.
No, he's a big yank. You better watch yourself. He hits hard, he does.
You just point him out to me.
Dead to the world, all of them. Which one's the yank?
No, please! Come on, get us out of here. What'd you do that for?
How I felt like it. Go on, take the big one's coat and hat. Move! They'll be down here with guns.
You all finished, Weasel?
Aye.
Hey, wait a minute. You ain't the Weasel. And you ain't Ernie.
Now I'm gonna find Mr. Andrews.
Are you crazy? You haven't got time.
I'll take time. I need some police. Are you the chief?
I was the chief.
Well, I've been slugged and robbed. My best friend was beat up by that Sydney Cove gang. He may be dead for all I know. I gotta find him.
That's too bad.
Too bad? Come on, get some of your men. I know where the Cove's hideout is. I'll take them straight there.
Son, I haven't any men. They all quit. I'm the last policeman left in San Francisco. And I'm getting out right now.
Well, what kind of a city's this?
Right now, awful.
So what does a man do now? Fight the Coves all by himself?
Tell your troubles to Jack McGivern. I laid the whole mess right in his lap.
Hold on, I know Mr. McGivern. What's he doing about this?
Why don't you ask him? And tell him that my men were brave enough, but the Coves shanghaied or murdered them. And those that were left, the city wouldn't pay. So there's no more police.
Our whole community has been terrorized, gentlemen. Safety of life and property can no longer be depended upon. Our do-nothing governor refuses to proclaim martial law. Now, we can turn this entire city over to the criminals, or we can organize a Vigilance Committee. We must fight fire with fire, gentlemen. We must throw these criminals out and restore law and order to the city.
Here, here.
And we can afford to wait no longer, gentlemen. Yes, Mr. Pelham.
I don't like the vigilante idea, Mr. McGivern. It draws a lot of hotheads, men full of whiskey and hate.
Mob rule and lynch law, that's what it comes to. It's barbarous.
Mr. Coleman here supports us. If you think a man like Mr. Coleman supports lynch law, then I'm afraid you don't know Mr. Coleman.
Enough talk. Vote. I say vote.
We must, gentlemen, set an example. Now, I move that we organize a Vigilance Committee to clean out the Sydney Cove and his entire gang and to serve until such time as we can organize another police force. All in favor now?
Aye. Aye. It's too dangerous to let men take law in their own hands. Unless we operate carefully, we'll be discredited before we start.
You talk about cleaning up the Sydney Coves. How are you going to do it?
How are you going to make it a legal case? How are you going to get your evidence?
We'll get the evidence, Mr. Pelham, and we'll give them a fair trial, too.
I'm sorry to barge in on you, Mr. McGivern, but what's left of your police force told me to see you about finding the Sydney Coves.
What's the matter with you, lad? What's the matter?
Well, Mr. Andrews and I were strong-armed by the Coves men. I was thrown in a China cage.
Where's Mr. Andrews now?
I don't know, sir. I was told to come here for help. Decent man set up on by those bully boys from Australia. And me who tried to help him bashed on the head by a gang of crimps. If they've done any harm to Mr. Andrews, I'll...
Easy, lad, easy now.
Easy, is it? What kind of a miserable town do you name after a good man like St. Francis?
How can you answer that, Mr. Pelham?
Well, if this impatient young man will identify the Coves who attacked him and lead us to their hideout, we may have a real case.
I'm begging no man for help. I'll get Captain Dorson, the crew from the Mary Ann. We'll find Mr. Andrews.
Dean, no, Dean. Well, gentlemen, we'll meet here tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Now, if you'll excuse us, I want to have a talk with Mr. Patrick here. I wish you'd try and understand that this is not just a simple brawl between your shipmates and the Sydney Cove gang, you know.
Thanks, ma'am.
Jack, stop badgering the boy.
Martha, would you please stay out of it, please, huh? Dean, don't you realize that the committee is on trial before the whole town?
Sure. Where's Mr. Andrews? Dying in some filthy cage, or is he already dead and his body floating in the bay? Why shouldn't Captain Dorset string them by their heels to a yardarm till they squeal on the cove and lead us to Mr. Andrews?
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. One act of injustice or foolish violence and our whole entire cause is lost. Now, you've told me your plan. Let me tell you mine, huh? Now, I think that the two of us should take a walk down Montgomery Street. The Cove knows that I'm organizing the Vigilantes. I'm certain of that. Now, if he were to see the two of us together, I think that he might want to bring you in for questioning.
Jack, do you want to risk the boy's life?
Please, ma'am. I can take care of myself.
You didn't do so well before.
Oh, Martha. Now, you and I have a fight together near the saloon where the Weasel hangs out. Undoubtedly, some of his men are going to be about. They're going to grab you and bring you to the hideout. We'll trail them, and in that way, we'll be able to capture the whole gang. But we must get the Cove alive. Otherwise, we can't try him. Now, would you dare that, Dean?
Of course I would.
What if they shoot Dean?
Well, yes, that is possible. Well, I guess we best forget the whole thing, then.
I can't forget it.
Men and fighting.
Oh, Martha, this is not just a waterfront brawl, you know. The whole town's at stake.
I know. Well, may the good Lord keep you safe, Dean. Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
I've trimmed the lamps, Jack. Just turn the wicks down, don't blow them out.
Good night, dear. Well, I suppose she's right. The whole business is too risky.
Ah! The time has come to mash some heads, and you know it. I put it to you honest, sir. Either I follow your plan, or a couple hundred sailors will take this town apart. Every stick and stone till we find Mr. Andrews. Now, do we go or not?
Easy, lad, easy. When you spot one of them, haul off and clout me one, and make it real.
You better fall away from the punch. I don't want to hurt you.
Thanks. When you get in, son, don't let the Cove frighten you. You frighten him.
There's one of them now.
Now, look, son, we intend to keep this town law-abiding with or without your help. You understand, huh?
I want nothing to do with you or your smelly vigilantes, copper.
Inside.
Tell our men with the horses to pick them up at the end of the alley, and don't let them know they're being followed.
McGivern's formed his vigilantes, and not one of you idiots can even tell me when they're coming after us.
Well, now, take it easy, boss.
You ruddy numbskull, you. Didn't I tell you and Weasel to get that yank? The right side off the... What's that?
It's the Weasel, and he's got the yank what'd give us a slip.
Let him in.
You're gonna fight with Jack McGivern, boss. He knows plenty about the Vigilantes.
Ah, plague on the vigilantes.
Why are you so fired up against him, Ian?
Untie me or I don't talk.
Independent, aren't you?
I've got some information about the vigilantes, and you... Look, I said untie me or I don't talk.
All right. Talk.
Where's Mr. Andrews?
Mr. Andrews is nursing a sore head below.
Turn him loose. And, my money. That $250 you stole.
Now then, talk.
The vigilantes are aiming to bust up the Sydney Coves. Try you for robbery and murder. Maybe hang you, too. They asked me to help.
And why didn't you?
I hate coppers.
You know yet? I don't believe a ruddy word you said. Take him alone!
Boss, it's McGivern with the Vigilantes.
You filthy murderous son! I'm gonna throw you in a bay like you threw the others.
Stop it, Dean! Stop it! Put him down!
Let go! Drowning's too good for this dirty
Put
pig.
him down! We gotta keep him alive for the trial. Come on, take him away.
Alfred Perkins, alias the Sydney Cove stand-up.
Is it?
This committee is satisfied that Mr. Andrews and Mr. Patrick are telling the absolute truth. Therefore, you and your men are guilty of assault and robbery. Please, gentlemen, please. Alfred Perkins?
Is it?
You and your men escaped from a penal colony in Australia. It is the sentence of this committee that all of you be deported to Australia on the very next ship. Please, gentlemen, please. The vigilantes must prove that they can act with justice. Now, many citizens oppose us, therefore we cannot start our work by hanging people, no matter how much they might deserve it. This meeting stands adjourned, gentlemen. The deportation of the Sydney Cove gang did not end crime in San Francisco. Many more dangerous criminals were untouched. Crimes were to become more numerous and brazen than ever. The Vigilance Committee would have to remain in action because a constant supply of fresh victims made this city of gold the criminals' happy hunting ground. The Vigilance Committee was so impressed with the courage of Dean Patrick that they instructed me to keep him here.
The answer's no, Mr. McGivern. I'm heading for the gold.
You think that every rock you turn over is going to be yellow with ore. Well, it won't be. I know. I was there.
He's really trying to tempt me, isn't he? Why?
We want to make San Francisco a law-abiding city. Now, if any more trouble starts, and I'm afraid it will, the committee would like you to help us.
A plague on San Francisco and its committee. I didn't come here to play copper in this miserable little town. No, I'm sorry, sir, for getting angry, but I came here for gold, and I aim to get it. Lots of it.
You'll come back hungry, Dean, and with nothing. Now, if it's gold you want, why don't you stay here? Look, I'll make you a partner in my business, and I guarantee you that you'll make more money selling shovels here than digging with them out there.
Now give up, will you, Jack? You had your bout with the gold fever. Let the boy have his. He may be luckier.
Me and my mule both. I promised him 18-carat shoes on all 4 hoofs.
You should get everything you make. He does all your thinking for you.
Here, Dean, take this quilt with you. It may be cold out there.
Well, I thank you, Mrs. McGivern. I'll fill it full of gold nuggets just for you.
Well, may as well take this, too. It may stop thieves from stealing your mule. Here's an extra cylinder. That gives you 12 shots. May the saints spare you, laddie.
May the saints spare you, too, sir. Look after him till I get back.
I will.
All ready, Goldie? Old Nuggets, the Californian. Let's go find some color.
All ready.
Steve, try and keep that child from starving, will you?
I'll be back in time to feed you through the winter on lobster and champagne. Compliments of a millionaire.
Oh, California, California. Oh, I've traveled here, I've traveled there. I guess I've been most everywhere. But I like where I am today, and here is where I'll stay. Now, one thing I just can't endure is being broke and being poor. So I come west to take the cure, and here is where I'll stay. I've come to California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California. I've come to live where life is best, in the golden west. I'm gonna strike strike it rich in California, California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California.
They gonna hang that man? Yeah. Must have killed somebody, huh? Stole some dust, more likely.
That's right. 700 ounces of dust from George Prentice and some nuggets from Sam Blake.
You mean they're gonna hang him for stealing?
I know it seems hard to you, but that's mining camp law, Dean. There ain't any locks on these doors.
Man couldn't trust his neighbor. There'd be no living in these here diggings.
What are they picking up?
Pebbles, they're the firing squad.
You gonna shoot them too?
Watch, just watch, will you?
The Californians. California, I've come to live where life is best. In the Golden West, I'm gonna strike it rich in California. California.
The gold fields of California. At last I was in them. Soon I'd be mining gold myself. Me, Dee and Patrick could come all the way from Boston, Massachusetts to make my fortune. With me was Steve Thompson from who knows where. We'd met in San Francisco, and he'd suggested we throw in together. So now I not only had a partner who knew the ropes, but I had a friend, a man I liked. I was riding high.
Dean! There she is, the gold.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Is that gold in there?
Some of it. Greenhorn, eh?
Yeah. Hey, what's that?
Quicksilver. Gold sticks to it. Sand don't. Tonight I cook it up. Quicksilver boils away. What's left is pure dust.
Come on, partner.
Thanks, mister.
You take this here rocker. Same principle as the pan, except it handles more dirt. The dirt gets washed away, and the gold being heavier gathers along those cleats at the bottom.
Say, how much can you make this way?
Oh, 2 men, 80, 100 a day. 1 man, 40 maybe.
Holy smoke. Well, let's get at it. Of course, it's your claim, and this is your rocker.
No. We work it together, we share. We're partners, ain't we?
Yeah.
I don't know whether to work it or not. I'm getting sick of it. You break your back, you work yourself to death, and you ain't any better off than when you started.
Yeah, but $100 a day?
Small change.
Well, then why'd you come back? You came back, all right.
This here's a creek bed, ain't it? This claim and Jasper's and all the rest of them? Then it washed down, didn't it? The gold?
Yeah.
From where? Up there's the mother lode, and that's what I want, the big strike.
Well, I guess everybody wants that, don't they?
No, not Jasper and all the small timers. 20, 30 a day. That's all they can see.
But we got this gold already.
Nothing. Don't you want to get rich?
Sure I do.
I already dug more dust out of this claim than we can dig in a month. Been saving it for a grub stake. We can use it to hunt the big one.
Yeah, but that seems like a pretty risky gamble, hunting for the mother lode.
Well, of course it's a gamble. Everything's a gamble. That's what we're here for, ain't it?
Yeah, sure.
Don't settle for this. We deserve more than that. We gotta go for the big stake.
Yeah. The big one.
It's up there, someplace.
All right. Let's go find it.
That's my partner. We can get some fresh supplies and start tomorrow.
This here's Dion Patrick, my new partner.
Howdy.
Did you see Jack McGivern in San Francisco?
Yep, I saw him.
When's he coming with my supplies?
He didn't say. I thought he'd be here already. 2 whiskeys.
Well, he ain't. Until he is, there's no whiskey. All I got's brandy.
Never drink it. Makes your feet swell up.
That's a dead-burned lie. Don't make your feet swell up. No such thing.
Well, it made yours swell up, didn't it?
No.
What did?
Kicking smart Alex. You want the brandy or don't you?
2 coffees.
Make your feet swell up. No shovels. No whiskey. No bacon. Nothing. Yeah. If McGivern don't get here by tomorrow, he don't get no more of my business.
Nobody asked you to set up a store out here.
No? Well, what would you crazy miners do without birdie bowls, huh? 2 pinches apiece. My pinches.
Your thumb's getting wider all the time.
My pinches run exactly 16 to the ounce.
It's $2 for a cup of coffee.
Don't drink it then.
My idea of price is changing pretty fast. Yeah, it's worth every dollar, Mr. Bowles.
Evening, boys. I passed McGivern's pack trade on the road, Bertie. He says he'll be here tomorrow.
It's about time.
How about a little game tonight, boys?
Sure.
How about you, Gustav? I didn't scare you out, did I?
I think I just watched tonight, Mr. Smith.
Just as you say.
Listen, Steve. That man was on board ship with me all the way from Boston. He broke everybody who played with him.
I played with him. He's a good poker player.
He's a cheat. I tell you, they almost put him off the ship in Panama.
Well, what of it? He wouldn't dare cheat in a mining camp. They'd string him up. No harm playing a few hands. You keep your eyes open. You me in, Charlie.
Well, Dion Patrick. Is it? Welcome to California. Try your luck?
Not with you.
Suit yourself.
Pass.
How about an ounce?
Your ounce? Raise an ounce.
I'll just call.
Cards.
2.
I'll take 3. Go there.
I'll bet it all.
I'll just call you.
3 lucky 7s.
Beats 2 pair.
I'll raise you.
I'll just call.
3 kings.
I got a small strait here, Steve. Steve, what happened to all your dust? Spend it in San Francisco?
You banked it with McGivern. A good thing, too.
Kind of free with your tongue, aren't you? All right, Steve. If you bank with McGivern, your credit's good with me. Unless, of course, you've had enough.
Look, Steve, you...
Deal.
Morning.
Morning. Coffee's ready.
Play late?
All night.
How'd you do?
That Smith's the luckiest man in California.
Lucky. Stevie cheats. He cheated on the ship.
He didn't cheat. I watched him like a hawk. He's lucky, that's all. And I just hope I'm there when it turns against him.
How much did you lose?
7,000.
7? Steve, that's everything you left with McGivern. It's your whole stake.
I'll get another stake.
Well, why'd you do it?
Because I wanted to play some poker, that's why. Now look, Dion. I don't want a partner who runs my life. So I'll be working my own rocker from now on. You better find yourself your own claim.
Yeah, sure, Steve. Sure, I understand. That was 2 years' work you lost.
All right. I played and I lost. So drop it.
Good morning, Steve.
May be good for you, but it ain't for me.
Steve.
Hey, what's going on here? Caught him stealing, red-handed. We'll ring the gun.
All right, now. Each one of you got a black bean and a white bean. You pass by this here box and drop one in. If there's more blacks than whites, we hang him. If there's more whites, he goes free.
Wait a minute. Now, you listen to me. Steve only took back what was his.
What was his? How you mean?
He didn't lose, he was cheated. Tried to tell him last night. I was on shipboard with Smith for more than 3 months. He cheated everybody who'd play with him. The crew wanted to throw him overboard. You ought to hang him instead of Steve.
You got any evidence?
I tell you, I know everybody on the ship knew it.
I watch whole game. Smith was lucky, but I don't see him cheat.
I never denied I was a gambler. Gambling's my profession. I'm a good card player because I know the mathematics of cards. That's why I win more times than I lose. Otherwise, I'd find a different business. I'm sorry a man has to hang because he lost to me. But I can't help it.
Smith, you're a thief, and I'll prove it. I promise you.
You want to get yourself killed?
Let's vote. Black beans or white ones? Prisoner will be made comfortable till 4 o'clock. Ain't you mean to hang a man in the heat of the day?
Steve, was there anything I can do for you, Steve? I mean, like, well, write to somebody? How about a Bible? I got a Bible.
Bible? Maybe I would. Yeah.
I'll get it.
Honest Leo Smith. What seems to be the trouble, Leo?
There's no trouble. I'm on my way to San Francisco.
You just left San Francisco by Vigilante's request. Now, I wouldn't go back if I...
Stop, Smith!
Let me by.
Just one moment, please, if you don't mind.
They're hanging Steve for taking back what this man cheated him out of in a poker game.
Hanging Steve? Steve Thompson, you mean?
That's right.
It's no fault of mine.
Why are you running away, then?
Yeah, let's go. Here!
Come on, get over here.
Hey, stop! Stop! Wait!
Here comes McGivern. He's got Smith. Steve's innocent.
Oh. Men, we found this man here leaving camp in an almighty hurry. So Mr. Patrick and I brought him back to find out the reason why.
He's all right, McGivern. This is the man we're gonna hang for stealing.
And why was honest Leo here running away?
Maybe his stomach turned. Let's get on with it.
Now, easy, men, easy. Now, let's not be hasty. Remember, the hardest thing in the world to do is to unhang a man.
There's no use, McGivern. Steve was caught red-handed.
Was the game fair and square?
It was in my store.
I watch every minute.
You satisfied now?
No, not entirely, my friend. Not till I have a look in your saddlebags.
Oh, no, you don't.
Take care of him, Dean boy, will you? All right, Charlie, Gustav. You too, Bertie. Gather around here. There we go. All right, now, Charlie, you've got a 9, a 6, a 4, And, 2 jacks. Bertie, you've got a king, 10, a 7, a 3, and a deuce. Gustav, you holding 2 pair, queens and aces.
By golly, he's right. How you do that?
Well, it's very simple. Just takes lots of study. He knew every card that Steve held in his hand. Look here, I'll show you. See these 2 cards here? See in this right-hand corner here, a tiny vertical line? That stands for an ace. And over here in this left-hand corner, a little series of dot designs. That stands for spades. The ace of spades. See this card here? See these 2 tiny cross lines over here? That stands for a 10. And over here, this box-like design, that's for diamonds. 10 of diamonds. Well, you see what I mean?
Where do you get these?
2 weeks ago, the Star of Bedford brought in a shipment to the San Francisco gamblers. 5 cases of loaded dice, 50 roulette wheels rigged, and 100 gross of these marked cards. Our Vigilante Committee learned of this, and we raided his headquarters in Sydney town. I thought that we destroyed everything that was there, but, well, I guess we didn't. Gentlemen, I give you honest Leo Smith. So you ever won, huh? Wait, men, wait! Look, his gold's in here. Everything that he stole from you. Hold it there, hold it. Well, don't you want your money back? All this is yours. Let him go. He isn't worth hanging. Where's the shack?
Right over there. Come on.
Here, easy, does it? Easy.
Funny. All of a sudden, weak as a baby.
It always happens when life is handed back into your hand like that.
Hadn't been for you and Dion. Partners again, huh? We're gonna hit the big one, huh?
Yeah, sure, Steve. We'll hit it.
That's Smith. Luckiest man in California.
You try to sleep a while, huh?
Gotta change, though. Luck's gotta change sometime. I'd have beat him if they hadn't caught me.
You mean that's why you stole? I mean, not to get your money back? You just stole so we could gamble again. That's it, isn't it? That's why you stole the money. That's it, isn't it?
What's wrong with that? I needed a stake to get back in the game. I told you. His luck's gotta change sometime. I think I'll get that sleep now.
Some partner.
You know, gold does strange things to men. You're going to find out about that if you stay here long enough.
Turn my back some night and I'd probably end up with a tin-horn card sharp for a partner.
How do you know what gold might do to you, for instance, huh?
I don't.
All right, then. You've got a partner that you like. Just tie on to him and forget his faults. Because doubtless he's going to have to overlook some of yours, too, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he will.
Yeah, it's the same old story. It always hurts to find that someone we like is something the matter with them. Yeah, but who's perfect? By the same token, who am I to be preaching sermons here? Look, it's your business. Now do what you want. It's a cold breeze is blowing up in here, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, maybe you ought to have a blanket over it in there, huh?
most everywhere, but I like where I am today, and here is where I'll stay. Now one thing I just can't endure is being broke and being poor, so I come west to take the cure, and here is where I'll stay. I've come to California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California. I've come to live where life is best, in the golden west. I'm gonna strike it rich in California, California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California.
California was no picnic in 1851, especially when a man was riding in from the gold fields, riding alone with only his gold for company. But I was feeling mighty good right then. Only 2 hours more to San Francisco.
The Californians. California, I've come to live where life is best. In the golden west, I'm gonna strike it rich in California. California.
Tuesday, 4 of that gang called the Hounds jumped Frank Lindsay on his way to the bank, robbed him practically on his own doorstep. Wednesday, they held up the San Jose stage, got away with $30,000 in gold. Thursday, a prospector's cabin on the Sacramento, looted and burned. Want any more?
Look, Sam, it's getting a little late. Now, I'll read the rest in your editorials.
Oh, the devil with editorials. I'm talking facts. How many murders were committed this month? Who's been tried or punished for them? Now, go on, you tell me who.
Sam, I agree with you, but...
Don't say police to me. 1/10 the force we ought to have, and what we got is either crooked or scared. Isn't that what the vigilantes are for, to get some action?
Yes, but the right kind of action.
Oh, those thugs only understand one kind. Let's round up that whole blasted gang and hang them.
Just like that, huh? Without any trial?
Trial? What trial do they give the poor innocent people they rob, murder, and toss in the bay? I say hang them.
Well, you might as well hang the whole Constitution with them, then. Now, listen here to me, Sam. Listen to me for one moment. You're a big man in the Vigilantes. You carry a lot of weight with what you say, with what you write in your newspaper. Now, that's a big responsibility, Sam.
I'm tired of talk.
Well, so am I. But what I'm trying to tell you is that the people of San Francisco are looking to us. We're their only hope to clean this town up. And if we make the wrong turn now, we're through.
Is it wrong to break up a gang like the Hounds?
No, but it is wrong to talk of hanging without a trial. just as it is wrong to take an organization like the Vigilantes and turn it into a lynch mob. I don't want any part of that, Sam. And if you stop to think for a moment, you wouldn't either. Now, you know I'm right, don't you?
I say hang 'em.
Here's some coffee, Sam.
Thanks. I knew some.
I know. I heard you all the way out back. There's nothing like a cup of coffee to cool a man off.
No, Martha. Sam's got a big heart. The only trouble is he's got a big temper to go with it. Now, sit down, Sam, and enjoy your coffee. Now, here's what we'll do. We'll get about a dozen vigilantes together. Big men, like yourself. Dependable and smart. Now, they'll act as company commanders, each one in charge and responsible for his own group. In that way, we'll have organization and discipline. Well, agreed?
It's your coffee, ma'am, not his smooth talk. All right. All right, I'll try it your way. But if it doesn't work...
Of course it'll work. Why wouldn't it? Now, let me see. We'll start with you and me. And Doc Appleton, of course. And Bloom. And I think Mr. Coleman, too, huh?
Hmm.
Dean Patrick, look at you.
That's right, look at me. A walking tribute to your vigilantes. I'm lucky to be alive.
Dean, your face.
Who did this to you?
What happened to you?
Coming in from Grass Valley, in broad daylight, too.
Well, are you hurt? Is it bad?
A few miles out, 3 of them. They left me for dead.
A whole month's panning.
All right, what happened?
What happened? I was bushwhacked, that's what happened. Right on the main trail. Took all my gold.
Well, that's going to look great in tomorrow's paper. Another robbery on the main trail in broad daylight. And we sit here drinking your wife's good coffee, talking about meetings and organizations. Getting so a man doesn't dare walk the streets.
No, Sam, that happened outside of town. We don't even know where these ruffians came from.
They didn't come from under a cabbage patch. Who jumped you?
I don't know. I never saw him before.
But you did see him. You'd recognize him again?
I'm not likely to forget.
Good. Let's have a description.
Sam, can't you see he's hurt?
He can talk. All right, what'd they look like?
Well, one of them, he was over 6 feet. Must have weighed well over 200. Had a scar right along here.
Shouldn't be too hard to find. Anybody want to help me look?
Sure, yes, I'll count on me.
This is downright foolishness. You don't even know where to start looking for them.
We'll probably find them in the Alsatia district. We'll find them and hang them.
And I thought that you were a man of your word. A few moments ago, you agreed to try it my way.
It's too late for that, Jack. For the first time, we've got a chance to break up that gang. A description of one of them and somebody to identify him. You want us to sit here and talk while they make good their escape? Coming along?
I'm not staying here.
Dean, let's talk this over, huh?
You stay and talk about it, Mr. McGivern. It's my gold they stole.
All right. We're vigilantes now. We're the law. Go get your guns and your friends and meet me at my office as soon as you can.
You can't do this, son. You've got no right to. You can't take the vigilantes and turn them into a lynch mob.
Are you with us or against us?
I'm against you. I'm against any mob. You can't do a thing like this in a civilized community.
If it was civilized, we wouldn't have to do it, would we, Jack? You ready?
I haven't got a gun.
You'll have one.
Dean, don't go off half-cocked like Sam. Maybe you could stop this whole thing if you just didn't identify anyone.
Why should I do that?
Dean, if they use the rope tonight, you'll have the feel of it on your hands for the rest of your life.
I've got the feel of this lump on my head right now. Listen, it's my blood and it's my gold. You stay out of it.
You know, I remember when I gave him his first grub steak. I liked him then.
You still do. Jack, he's very young.
Yes, but Sam Brannan isn't.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to try and stop them.
How?
I don't know, Martha. I just don't know.
Stay on the other side of the street till I signal you.
Now you tell me, honey, you having fun?
I'm having fun.
You give some mind to what I've been asking. Know what I mean?
I should. You've asked every 3 minutes for 24 hours.
I'm gonna keep asking until you say yes.
Bill, you don't know what you're saying.
You're crazy. What do you think I've been talking about?
Bill, you don't want to marry me.
You intimating I'm drunk?
Tomorrow you won't even remember.
Then let's don't wait for tomorrow. Let's hunt us up a preacher right now.
Bill, I don't know. You deserve so much more.
More than what, Susie? More than a girl that's sweet and good.
Who lost her husband and child coming across the desert. Who got stuck here and had to stay alive somehow.
I'll kill any man that ever brings it up to you. These last 24 hours have been the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm pure sober, Susie. I know what I want.
Well, don't say I didn't try to... Oh, Bill, you big lumps.
Don't take too long with this crying, honey. We got a lot of celebrating to do. Honey, get up a minute. Drink up, everybody. The drinks are on me.
Big enough, and he's got the scar. You sure?
I'm sure.
Listen, everybody. I want to make an announcement, just so everybody's got a full glass. Hey, waiter, bring some glasses. Keep them full.
I'll make the announcement. You're under arrest. And there won't be any trouble.
I got a right to ask who you are, stomping in here, waving guns and scaring decent people.
You just walk out of here quietly and none of these decent people will get hurt.
Where's your authority, and what's the charge?
We're vigilantes, that's our authority.
And the charge?
Beating and robbing this man on the Grass Valley Road this afternoon.
Well, you got a big mistake, mister. I ain't been on the Grass Valley Road in a month.
Until this afternoon.
That's crazy. This afternoon he...
Shut up, Susie.
But I'm only trying
I said shut up.
Now listen, everybody. We're gonna clean up this town, starting now, with him.
Bill.
You stay clear of this.
All right. Come on.
Where?
20 minutes, it won't make any difference.
Only to me if I'm hanging for something I never done.
Start walking, mister. Hold it, Dean. We've got him.
Oh.
Keep her out of the way.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
All right, take him out.
You can't. You can't. He didn't do it. You can't.
I'm real sorry.
They're gonna hang him. They got their minds made up. They're gonna hang him.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Make sure that beam's good and solid. Got the rope?
I've got it.
Tie the noose and hang the man. Build the gallows straight and strong.
Sam Brennan. Sam, you aren't going to use that beam.
Better test that beam. Put some weight on it.
Sam, I'm telling you can't hang this man.
You gotta try mighty hard.
You just couldn't wait, could you? Are you sure that's the man?
That's him.
All right, bring him to.
Brannon, I'm warning you. If you persist in going through with this, you'll answer to the Vigilance Committee.
What for? For hanging a thieving hound?
Crazy hothead, don't you understand? You can't hang a man without giving him a trial first.
Why? What's the use? We know who was robbed and we know who did it. Now, take my advice, Jack. Don't interfere.
Sam, I'm warning...
Mister, this is wrong.
Anybody know how to make a hangman's knot?
Honest, you're wrong.
Dean, you've been to sea.
No, I'm sorry.
All right, any knot, as long as it holds.
Bill,
I told you to stay clear of this.
he didn't do it. He couldn't have.
Get her out of here.
Walters.
Why don't you listen? Listen to me. He didn't do it. I know he didn't. I know.
Let's get moving. We ain't got all night.
Dean, you ready?
You're crazy. The lot of you, you're crazy.
What makes you so sure?
Because he didn't do it. He couldn't have. He was with me.
This afternoon?
This afternoon. This morning. Every minute since yesterday. Honest.
Why didn't you tell them?
I tried.
Well, why didn't he tell them?
Because he can't stand to hear it said. He's in love with me. He wanted to marry me.
All you want is someone to hang, that's all.
Steady the horse while I whip him out. Mr. Brannon, wait!
Look, maybe we're wrong. Maybe he's telling the truth.
Suppose I'm the Lord Mayor of London.
But he's got a witness.
So have we. You identified him, didn't you? You were mighty sure.
Well, I'm not so sure now.
What?
The girl said she was with him this afternoon.
Her word against yours? You know what she is?
I don't care what she is. She's been with him since yesterday, every single minute.
Well, you lying, stinking skunk, if I wasn't trying to...
There's your answer, Dean.
Hold on, Mr. Brennan.
Come on, let's get it done.
At least you can give him a chance to talk. Tell his side.
We heard too much already.
Jack, we got to do something.
That rope beginning to burn your hands?
We got to stop him.
It's too late, Dean. It's too... You heard me try and talk to Brannon. I even tried to tell you, but you wouldn't listen to me.
Well, try again. They'll listen to you.
Hold it, Brannon, hold it. Now, all of you, listen to me. You're hanging this man without a trial. You haven't even let him make a statement. Now, you aren't lawful, but at least you could be Christian.
He'd only add lies to lies?
I don't care. He's entitled to talk. Sam, if you don't let him talk, there isn't a vigilante in this town that can ever show his face again.
All right, have your say, but make it fast.
You don't want to listen to me. I'm just holding up your fun. You ain't gonna take my word for it that I was nowhere near the Grass Valley Road. That I made a big strike on the Sacramento and came in town to celebrate 3 days ago. You ain't gonna ask my partner, Slim Crutcher. You ain't got time for that. No, you just got time to hang an innocent man and hold a fine, honest woman up to shame in public. That's all you want, so go ahead. And then go home and sleep real good. And tomorrow you can tell your women and kids and feel pure proud of what you done tonight. Only some nights you ain't gonna sleep. And them nights you'll wish you was dead like me. That's all I got to say. Except I'd like to live a while. To pay you off for what you done to her.
He's had his say. Let's get it done.
You picked him out in the saloon.
Yeah, I know I did.
And back in Jack McGivern's store, you knew his height, his weight. Said he had a scar along here.
Where?
Along here.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Brannon. That's right, I did. I said he had a scar right along here, on the left side. His scar's on the right side.
All right, now. You all just heard Mr. Patrick. I say there's only one thing to be done. Lock the prisoner up until we can verify his story. Sam?
It's all right with me. All right, Walters.
I got a mind to kill you.
Partner staying over for the wedding?
No, he ain't, ma'am. He had to go back for the claim. He just came into town to identify me.
He said he didn't want to watch Bill getting out of one jail and into another.
Honey, he was joking.
Well, you got a credit and gold list here of over $80.
Good.
I know you're going to like the dress, and I'm sure you'll be a lovely bride.
Well, you are coming, aren't you? At 3 o'clock, the church on Kearney Street? We're counting on you.
Why, sure, except for Jack, there wouldn't be no wedding.
Jack?
This store is closed only for fires. And other equally important occasions.
Like weddings?
Like weddings, ma'am.
You'll be there on time. You're in my way. Ain't many men I ever wanted to kill. You better stand aside.
Not that I've had my say, like you had yours.
Bill, let him talk.
I was wrong. I'm not making excuses. I was wrong. I hurt you both, and, well, I'm sorry for that. But I just wanted you to know that I took a licking, too, inside. If the crowd had gone ahead, if they'd finished you, well, they might as well have finished me, too. It's like Mr. McGivern said. I'd have felt that rope on my hands the rest of my life. In a way, I'm lucky, I guess. A lesson like that, you only have to learn once, and I learned it. And I wanted to tell somebody, and I'm glad you're around so I could tell you. Now, if you still want to pay me off, I guess you got the right.
Not on my wedding day.
Dean, that was a nice thing to do. A very nice thing.
I owed it to him, ma'am. Jack, I owe you something, too. I don't know if I'll ever be able to pay you.
Who's keeping books on it?
I am. You know, I started something the other night. Something that could have swept every decent thing in this town, everything the Vigilantes have worked for, right into San Francisco Bay. I started it and you stopped it. I won't forget that.
Don't blame yourself too much. You were hurt and angry.
No, just because a man loses a little blood and a little gold, that's no reason for him to lose his head. Jack, I saw a mob. I never want to see another one. If you think there's any danger, you just yell and I'll come running.
I'll remember that.
I'll see you at the wedding, huh?
All right.
California. Oh, I've traveled here, I've traveled there. I guess I've been most everywhere. But I like where I am today, and here is where I'll stay. Now one thing I just can't endure is being broke and being poor. So I come west to take the cure, and here is where I'll stay. I've come to California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California. I've come to live where life is best, in the Golden West. I'm gonna strike it rich in California, California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California.
Not another minute do we wait, Dean. Oh, the roast will be leather. He promised, crossed his heart he'd be home on time tonight. He knew you were coming. You'd think he was editor of that paper, not just a reporter, the way he works at it.
Yeah, he's conscientious, all right.
Conscientious. He's a crusader, Dean. Yes, sir, Otis Sloan is going to save San Francisco all by himself. The pen is mightier than the sword, Anne. I wish he'd been a tailor.
So do a few other people, like Wilkerson and Morton. He really went after them today.
Oh, last. Well, it's about time, Mr. Brennan.
Otis is dead, Anne. Your husband was murdered.
The Californians. California, I've come to live where life is best. In the Golden West, I'm gonna strike it rich in California. California.
Not many men in San Francisco were good or friendly in 1851. The biggest business in town was crime. The police force was small and, well, not too honest. Prominent men like Mr. Wilkerson and his partner Morton, well-known ship owners, they were openly smuggling and handling stolen goods. They were making a fortune every day. A little thing like murder wasn't going to stop them. Crooks, cheats, and murderers. But in San Francisco, they were respectable citizens. I know it can only be a small comfort to you, Anne, but, well, you must remember one thing. Otis was a brave man.
No, dear. Otis was a foolish man.
He tried to help San Francisco.
San Francisco doesn't want help. It wants just what it's got. Upheaval and lawlessness. You haven't been here long. You're too new from Boston. Everybody knows that Morton and Wilkerson killed my husband. But nobody is going to do anything about it. And I can't say that I blame them. They'd only get what he got.
Oh, look.
Let me be, please. Dean. Oh, I miss him so.
What are the vigilantes going to do about this, Jack?
Don't worry, Dean. We'll get Wilkerson and Morton yet, but with evidence. Kind of evidence that Otis Sloan was trying to get for us when he was murdered.
For us? I didn't know Otis was a vigilante.
Nobody did. That's what made him so valuable. As a newspaper reporter, he could go any place, talk to anyone. But we couldn't give him any protection.
because it would have aroused suspicion.
Look, Jack, could I take Otis's place? I mean, I'm already a vigilante. Brandon hasn't found anyone to take the job, and I'll bet I could put my Irish gift of gab on paper.
I don't know whether you know this or not, but an Irish temper goes with an Irish gift of gab. Now, an undercover agent is worthless if he's a hothead.
Oh, I can control my temper?
I doubt that very much.
Well, I don't.
Oh, don't be a fool. You're a liar.
Who's a liar?
You are. All Irishmen are liars.
That's a lie!
Sure it is. See? Irish temper.
Come on, get me the chance, Jack.
No protection.
No complaints.
All right.
So there I was, a newspaper man. A writer, if you please, ready to write. But I soon discovered there's a long stretch of road between the stroke of the pen and the clank of the press. There were jobs to be learned around the office. And sometimes the ink was more on my hands than on the paper. You don't sit down and write just like that. A reporter's got to have things to report. He's got to be where things happen, when they happen. And sometimes he's got to be there before. And that's why I kept after Wilkerson and Morton. Something was going to happen to them, even if I had to make it happen myself.
He stays closer than Sloan did. Yesterday, when I went aboard the Northern Star, he was standing at the gangplank watching me. How does he know who we're doing business with?
Perhaps it's because you're not very skillful about the way you do business.
Or maybe it's because I'm doing too much of it. Or my partner does too little.
You're displeased with your partner. Why don't you look for a new one?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Aren't we a little silly to be fighting between ourselves? I'd say Dee and Patrick deserved our attention.
Yeah. First.
Sir, an accident, sir, at a carriage shop. A gentleman told me to tell you about it.
Well, what's the address?
Mr. Otis Sloan always gave me a penny for information, sir.
Well, what is it?
Number 28 Market Street.
Thanks. Hello? Anybody here?
No, Dee, and I won't help you. The more you know about them, the less your life is worth.
Well, I'm gonna keep after a man, with or without your help.
Otis told me very little.
Well, didn't he tell you where they conduct their business, where they hide what they've smuggled? Where can I find Morton right now? Look, Ann. Morton tried to kill me with this today. This is probably the same knife he killed Otis with.
The day before Otis died, while we were in the carriage, he pointed to a warehouse on Water Street. He said he thought that Morton and Wilkerson did their business there. He wasn't sure. I think I can point it out to you. Dear.
What? Finding a man who tried to murder me before he has a chance to do it again?
The important thing is to catch them at what they're doing so that the police need to arrest them.
What police? The police are working for Wilkerson and Morton. Get up there.
That door, that's the shipping area.
Here. And you better go home. There's no place for a woman.
Be careful, Dean.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Sloan. It's unusual to see a lady in this part of town, and a pleasure.
This is for what you tried to do to me. You still owe for what you did to Otis Sloan.
Go to the police. Tell them Dean Patrick has just murdered a man.
I did not kill Morton. Fought with him, yes. Murdered him? No.
You know, Patrick, I've only been in office 2 weeks. You might say I have yet to prove myself to the people. A confession will help both of us.
Then arrest Wilkerson. He killed him, I didn't.
You did. You lost your temper, beat him senseless, and stabbed him to death.
Kill him. I did not lose my temper. I did not kill Morton.
Patrick, if you admit the murder now, you can plead self-defense. Lock him up.
Dean, can they convict you of this murder?
Unless I can prove some way that Wilkerson did it.
Oh, I know he did it, as if I'd seen it with my own eyes. Dean, what if I had seen it with my own eyes?
Seen Wilkerson do it? Kill Morton?
Yes, what could I do about it?
Well, you could tell the police, the vigilantes.
Or
you could go to him and threaten him. Is that what you're getting at? Then he'd either have to pay you off or kill you.
Either way, if he was guilty, he'd agree to a meeting with me, which would be an admission of his guilt.
Then we could have the police inspector there in hiding with the rest of us. Brannon, McGivern, myself. And, we could... No. No, I must be out of my mind.
What is it?
Well, the risk for you. The whole idea is impossible. It's blackmail.
I don't care what it is. Now listen to me, Dean. Otis was my life. I was his. I allowed him to go on. I could have stopped him, but I didn't. I'm nothing without him. I don't care what the risk is.
You're very young, Anne. In time, life will start for you again.
Nothing's going to start for me again, at least not until this business with Morton and Wilkerson is settled.
Well, maybe somebody else could do it.
I was there. Wilkerson saw me. He talked to me. I know Wilkerson killed Morton.
All right. All right. Now, your plan is to get a price for your information. Now, you'll be on the New York steamer tomorrow. And he'll never hear anything more from you if he does what you say.
The inspector, will he agree to come along?
I'll insist.
From jail?
I got an idea. Oh, look, Ann. You and Wilkerson, won't you think it's strange that you, Otis's widow, that you want blackmail instead of justice?
No.
Why not?
I have an idea, too.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Sloan.
Wilkerson?
Needless to say, I received your note.
I regretted writing it. Blackmail is such a distasteful business.
The note made no mention of blackmail.
Messengers aren't to be trusted in delicate matters, are they? Thank you. Lovely day, isn't it?
Delightful.
Mr. Wilkerson,
Yes, Mrs. Sloan.
I saw you kill Mr. Morton. I was in the carriage, remember? Spring is an exciting time of the year, isn't it?
Yes, it is, isn't it?
It quickens my interest in travel. New York, for example. Do you imagine such a trip would be very expensive?
$5,000 should cover all costs, I would imagine.
I would say that was a fair estimate.
One thing puzzles me, Mrs. Sloan, about your trip to New York.
Yes, Mr. Wilkerson?
Well, it seems to come so hard on the heels of, if I may, your husband's untimely death.
May I speak frankly, Mr. Wilkerson?
Please do, Mrs. Sloan.
My life with Otis Sloan was not very pleasant. The journalist can live on dreams and promises, on wishes, on will-bes and maybes. But those are meager rations for the one living with the journalist. Eventually, Mr. Wilkerson, meager rations lead to starvation. Need I say more?
When shall we meet again, Mrs. Sloan?
I've already booked passage for New York. I sail tomorrow.
Then tonight?
As you will.
I suggest a public place where each can feel, shall I say, free to come and go as he pleases. Perhaps a street corner. That one.
What time?
9 o'clock. Alone?
Of course.
Mrs. Sloan, may I speak frankly now?
Please do.
There's one thing wrong about paying money to blackmailers. There's never any end to his or her demands.
But I already told you, Mr. Wilkerson. I'm leaving for New York tomorrow.
So you did. Good afternoon, Mrs. Sloan.
Wilkerson?
Yes, sir?
I want to find out if a friend of mine has booked passage for New York, sailing tomorrow.
The name, sir?
Mrs. Otis Sloan.
No, sir. We show no Mrs. Sloan.
Thank you.
Jailer? Jailer!
What do you want?
I want you to take me to the inspector.
What for?
I want to confess to the murder of Elliot Morton.
Come in. Prisoner wants to make a confession.
How much does he know?
The whole plan, but he doesn't agree to any of it.
You will, Inspector, when you hear Wilkerson admit the murder.
He'd better.
He will. How much time we got?
About 3 hours.
We better get going. We want to be in hiding long before Wilkerson thinks of going near the place.
Now, look, Inspector. Either you come along with us willingly as an official witness to Wilkerson's confession, or, well, we'll have to take you along. Which is it?
Good evening, Mrs. Sloan.
I thought we were supposed to meet at the street corner, Mr. Wilkerson.
I changed my mind.
Oh? Do you think it's wise, Mr. Wilkerson, you're coming here? I wouldn't call it being very discreet, would you?
Oh, I'm very discreet, Mrs. Sloan. I haven't let a soul see me since I left that steamship office this afternoon.
Well, I decided to take next week's sailing instead.
One lie made me wary, Mrs. Sloan. Then I began to look for others. Dean Patrick is no longer in jail. I wonder where he is.
I have no idea.
I have. He's at the corner where we were supposed to meet. He's there with the police inspector and a few of the vigilantes.
What are they doing there?
To witness my paying you blackmail money, Mrs. Sloan. To hear me admit that I killed Morton, that Morton killed your husband. Mrs. Sloan, you're working with Dean Patrick and the vigilantes. I know that. I have my way of finding things out.
Money is all that I want.
I believed that for a while. Till I went to that steamship office. Those people are working for me.
We planned the steamship office, Wilkerson, knowing you'd check it. We also knew they worked for you.
We knew that you'd think as you did. That if Mrs. Sloan was lying, that there were other lies, that a trap was waiting for you.
We knew you had no choice, that you'd have to try and kill Mrs. Sloan. But we were ready for you, Wilkerson. At the corner and all the way along the line.
Mr. Wilkerson, I did not see you kill Mr. Morton.
You all right, Ann?
I'll be fine, dear.
It's the funny thing about being a reporter, Dean. After everything's over, your job just begins. You still have the story to write.
Well, I'll be glad to. I wasn't sure I had the job after the way I went after Morton in the first place.
Why, you did fine, Dean. You found a story, but what's more important, you stuck with it. I think Otis Sloan would have approved.
guess I've been most everywhere, but I like where I am today, and here is where I'll stay. Now, one thing I just can't endure is being broke and being poor, so I come west to take the cure, and here is where I'll stay. I've come to California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California. I've come to live where life is best, in the golden west. I'm gonna strike it rich in California, California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California.
Friends, the scriptures tell us that the way to heaven is narrow and straight, but the path to perdition is wide and lined with pleasant diversions. Well, the apostle who made this observation must have had our San Francisco in mind. Out there, you'll find the road so narrow that 2 buggies can hardly pass without locking wheels. When it's dry, the dust will blind you. And when it rains, you will need a boat. Down below there, in that part of the city which I call Hell's Canyon, the lights are always bright and the liquor never ceases to flow. The flesh pots of San Francisco put to shame those of Singapore and Shanghai. There's the saloon on Montgomery Street, which has the effrontery to boast that any customer who can name a vice which they cannot gratify will be rewarded with a champagne supper. I have kept a daily record of the charges against the Jewel Bar. Miners cheated, sailors shanghaied, young women lured into a life of shame. How long will decent, God-fearing people permit such wickedness to flourish? I've been warned not to attack this vile zinc, but I shall attack.
You all right, Reverend?
Thanks, I'm all right.
The
Californians.
California, I've come to live where life is best. In the Golden West, I'm gonna strike it rich in California. California.
The whole story is there in the California Star. I know it's there because I wrote it. San Francisco was no Sunday school after they found gold. The gold brought people from all over the world, some of them good, lots of them bad. And the bad soon had the upper hand. There was no use looking to the police, so a group of decent, honest citizens organized the Vigilantes in 1851.
The proof for the first page, Mr. Brennan.
Huh? 2 full columns on one preacher's sermon, Dan? Thought I told you that the essence of good reporting... Well. Spangler's going after Bozeman's hide again, hmm?
That's right.
Preacher was shot at? Print it.
I'd like to see someone about placing an advertisement, one of a personal nature.
That's Mr. Patrick's department.
How do you do, Mrs.
Mrs. Manning. Maud Manning. If you will write, I will dictate.
All right, ma'am.
Wanted. Information leading to the whereabouts of Lucy Manning, 17 years of age, 5'2", fair of hair and skin. She disappeared several days ago, and it is feared she may be the victim of foul play. A substantial reward is offered.
Well, this young lady, she's a relative of yours?
Lucy's my daughter. She's all I have. If you could help to find her, bring her back to me.
Well, what day was it exactly, and who was she last seen with?
I don't know. All I know, I'm asking you to find her. Please.
You know, a story like this belongs where everybody can read it, right on the first page.
How can I ever repay you?
The California Star is always pleased to help a lady in distress.
Thank you. Thank you.
What was the lady in distress about?
Well, her daughter disappeared. She may be kidnapped.
You believe her?
Well, I don't know. We'll publish the story and find out.
A plea for assistance by D.N. Patrick. Men of San Francisco, rouse your chivalry, summon up your honor. A heartbroken mother asks your assistance. 17, blue-eyed.
Yeah, it's pretty awful, isn't it?
Why, I think it's beautiful.
It was a very touching story, dear. Yes, heartbroken mother. Do you mean to tell me that Sam Brannan let you put your name on this thing?
He made me put it on. He said he didn't want anybody to think he was the author of such hogwash.
I can see what he means. And if you take my advice, I'd give the newspaper business up.
Well, if we don't find that girl, I might have to.
It's for you, Dean. Small boy brought it.
Dear sir, if you are sincere in your wish to help a certain young lady, come to the Sailor's Lodging House on Water Street. Ask for Meg.
Let me see it. No signature.
Water Street is in the roughest part of the city.
Well, that's what I get for writing about chivalry.
We're full up. Go away.
You Meg?
Who wants Meg?
I do.
Who are you?
D.N. Patrick, California Star.
Come in. Wait here.
Mr. Patrick,
Yes?
thank you for coming. Please sit down. I'm Lucy Manning. This is the least likely place my stepmother would look for me.
You mean Mrs. Manning is not your real mother?
Indeed, she's not. She's my guardian. And a mean, scheming woman.
Is that why you're running away?
Mr. Patrick, I'm a singer. My stepmother assured me that she'd arranged an engagement here with a Mr. Bozeman. Do you know him?
Everybody knows Charlie Bozeman.
She neglected to tell me that I was expected to do more than sing. I read your article in the Star, and I thought maybe you'd help me.
I will if I can.
I need passage to the east and a safe place to hide until the ship's ready to sail. I have the money for my ticket, but I don't dare show my face.
Well, the first thing to do is to get you out of here.
Then you will help me? I've been hiding here for a week, seeing no one but Meg. I swore I wouldn't cry. And now look at me.
Ah, come on now. Let's get your things, huh? In case you didn't hear, Meg, I'm taking the young lady with me.
Can they force the child to go back legally?
Yes, I'm afraid so, since she's still underage. Martha and I could have kept her at our house, but that would have been dangerous since I'm always under attack.
Well, this is obviously a case involving more than legal rights. I doubt very much if there's a law in the book that would compel me to turn over a young girl to a man like Charles Bozeman.
Oh, excuse me. I just hope I haven't brought trouble to all you nice people.
Well, I don't think you could bring trouble to anyone.
Bring that woman in. Charlie, we
We've got some news. Lucy's been staying at a lodging house on Water Street.
Nice place you got here, Mr. Bozeman.
I'm very grateful to you for bringing news of my daughter.
Oh, I brought it all right. But I haven't delivered it yet, dearie. There's a little matter of reward first.
You don't look like the kind of a woman that would accept pay for returning a wayward girl to her mother.
Uh-huh. The rate should be double.
I believe the reward mentioned was $100. Here's half. You get the other half if your information is correct.
It's correct, all right.
Morning, Mr. Brannon.
Morning, Sheriff.
You know Charlie Bozeman?
I sure do.
Do you have an employee named Dean Patrick?
I'm Dean Patrick.
We're looking for a girl named Lucy Manning.
Why come to me?
You took her from a lodging house on Water Street last night.
Me?
Yes, you.
I'm a newspaper man, Sheriff. I go many places, see many people.
Now, look, young fella, kidnapping is a very serious offense.
It's also a serious charge to me.
We don't want any trouble. All we want is a girl.
What's your interest in this case, Charlie?
Just a friend of the family.
I can imagine.
I suggest you take an ad in Lost and Found, Mr. Bozeman.
Come on, Sheriff.
Well, the fat's in the fire now, my boy.
How so?
Well, they know you know where the girl is. Be dangerous for you to see her now.
Who says I have to? She's in good hands.
Who says? I say. Nature says. Where's some of that gallantry and chivalry you were writing about?
Ah, she's only a young girl.
Well, young girls have a way of becoming young women, you know. Now, you wouldn't want her to take away the wrong impression of California men, would you? You'll see her again. But watch out for those Bozemans.
A few days ago, I thought this was the worst city in the world. Now I'm getting to like it. Thanks to you, and the McGiverns and the Spanglers. You've all been so kind to me.
Well, that's good. Maybe you'll pay us another visit when you're a famous singer.
Dean, what if I told you that I didn't want to leave? That I wanted to stay right here?
Oh, now, wait a minute. Jack McGivern's arranging with the clipper captain for your passage right now. I'll know tonight when you're going to sail.
Well, I don't see why I have to.
Are you forgetting that you're hiding from Charlie Bozeman and that stepmother of yours? And what about your singing career?
There are lots more important things to a woman than a career. Besides, I'm not frightened of that Manning woman anymore, or the Bozemans either. Dean?
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for helping me with this petition.
No, not at all, Reverend.
And Charlie, welcome.
I'm sorry, madam, the office is closed.
So it should be at this hour.
Well, if you'll
I have
excuse...
an urgent message from the young man who works here.
Dean?
I'm to tell you that the Bozemans have taken Lucy Manning.
What? Where? When?
And that he's gone to rescue her. And that you're to give me $20.
What for?
Well, how would he know where they'd taken the girl if I hadn't have told him?
Tell me where and you'll have your 20.
They've taken her to their place.
If he's gone to the Bozeman's place, that's a very dangerous bluff he's trying.
Dean's a headstrong young man.
You are my ward, and according to the law, you're going to do exactly what I tell you to do for the next 4 years, until you're 21.
All right, where is she?
That's none of your business.
Mr. Patrick, how nice to see you. I want to thank you for helping me find my little girl.
Let him go.
Why?
Going in, maybe he's got the law with him. Coming out, if he tries to take the girl, why, that's kidnapping. When we take him apart, it's best that we have the law behind us.
The Spanglers were at church. I thought it was you.
I know.
Young man, you have no authority. Lucy's my ward.
Don't waste your breath. He's not taking Lucy anywhere.
I'm not armed, but I'm taking this girl with me. If you try to stop me, I'm coming back with the Vigilantes.
I don't think you'll be coming back with the Vigilantes or without them. As a matter of fact, I don't think you'll be leaving here at all.
You know the fight your pastor has waged to purge this city of the Bozemans and their kind. Information has reached us that both Charlie and his nephew are wanted in Boston for crimes committed there. It took the wanton shooting of Lucy Manning to rouse this city. I have in my hands a petition with over 5,000 signatures of outraged citizens demanding that these men be returned to Massachusetts for trial. I will deliver this petition to our governor in Sacramento personally.
There now, young lady. You're coming along fine.
You hear that, Lucy?
Thank you, Doctor.
Don't thank me. Thank the Lord for giving you such vitality. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep her quiet. She still has a trace of fever.
I will, Doctor.
How is she?
About as you'd expect a young lady who's taken a slug to be.
Well, when can I see her?
She's been asking about Dean.
All right, but only for a minute and no more.
Hello.
Well, the doctor says you're doing fine.
It was nice of you to give up your room.
Well, I had nothing to do with that. I was laid up too, remember?
Where are you staying?
Over at the Brannons. They took me there when they brought you here.
Lying here's given me a lot of time to think. I owe you so much.
Not as much as I owe you.
All right, Dean. You've overstayed your minute.
I'm off.
Dean, if I get well, there's something that I...
If you get well. Now, what kind of talk is that? In 2 weeks, you'll be up and on your way home.
Do you believe that proverb that if you save someone's life, then that life belongs to you?
Why, I don't know.
Those petitions are mighty dangerous, Reverend. Maybe you better wait here and let Dean drive you home.
Oh, it's not necessary. Thanks for getting these extra 8,000 signatures. Good night.
Good night.
I promised to take Reverend Spangler home. Where is he?
He just left.
Alone?
Mm-hmm.
Took a whole week to gather those extra petitions. Which way did he go?
Shortest way, I guess.
Maybe I can catch up with him.
Good evening, sir.
We got another signature for you, Reverend. Come on, let's get a drink.
No, first you're going to give yourself up to the sheriff. That's a clear case of self-defense, nephew.
What's that?
It's nerves. Come on.
This meeting of the Vigilante Committee has been called to deal with the cold-blooded murder of the Reverend Spangler. Our investigation has shown that the Reverend Spangler never owned or carried a gun. One of our members, Dean Patrick, was the sole witness to this murder, but his testimony was rejected because of the darkness. Now, as customary in vigilante matters, no action will be taken until our courts have had a chance to fulfill their function. The case is now in preliminary hearing before Judge Morton, whom we know to be in the pay of the Bozeman's. This meeting of the Vigilante Committee will remain in session until we hear the outcome of that hearing.
It is the conclusion of this court that since there were no eyewitnesses to dispute the claim that the defendant fired in self-defense, there remains insufficient evidence to hold the accused Hector Bozeman for further trial. Case dismissed. This court stands adjourned.
Hello, you beggars. Come on, let's go.
I'd say this is quite a party, huh?
Listen.
Vigilantes, halt!
Bar the doors. The guns are in the office.
We just want Charles and Hector Bozeman. The rest of you stay where you are. There will be no sermon here today. The lesson that might have been brought to us has already been told in the life of a man who died to tell it. I just want you all to know that he didn't die in vain. Because he gave men the courage to act. He made the city of ours, San Francisco, re-examine its conscience. Charlie Bozeman will be returned to Massachusetts to stand trial for the crimes he committed there. Hector Bozeman will never murder again, because by the will of the people, you, last night, he paid the penalty for his crime. Someone will preach in this church again. I can only hope that he will stand as tall in the pulpit as the man who made Christian decency more than just mere words in this city of ours.
Good morning, Dean.
Good morning.
So Lucy sailed, huh?
That's right. This morning with Mrs. Spangler.
You let her get away from you. She was in love with you.
Was she?
Beats me. Here we need women like a desert needs water, and you let one slip right through your fingers. If I did my patriotic duty, I'd fire you.
Well, before you do, did you look at this?
Vigilante Committee votes to disband, having acted firmly and efficiently in the murder of Reverend Spank. Nonsense. We should have hung Charlie Bozeman right alongside of Hector. Saved Boston a lot of time and expense.
Time and expense aren't important. The important thing is the day isn't far off when that vigilante bell may never toll again.
Print it, but don't hold your breath.
California. Oh, I've traveled here, I've traveled there. I guess I've been most everywhere. But I like where I am today, and here is where I'll stay. Now one thing I just can't endure is being broke and being poor. So I come west to take the cure, and here is where I'll stay. I've come to California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California. I've come to live where life is best, in the golden west. I'm gonna strike it rich in California, California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California.
San Francisco, 1851. Boom days. Population of 20,000, swollen from 900 in a short 2 years. People of all kinds, from noblemen to criminals, from every corner of the world. And every ship brought more. The Chinese formed one group of immigrants. In the beginning, they were welcome. They worked hard and they didn't ask for much. But as they prospered and became more numerous, the rowdy elements began to resent them. So the Chinese question became a first-class problem. As a reporter on the Star, I met it head-on every day.
Where are you going, you heathen?
We couldn't see you, mister.
Who asked you? Didn't nobody ever learn you to give the sidewalk, pigtail?
What's going on out here?
I fell down.
This thug pulled him over by his cue.
He did, eh?
He sure did. This is your boy, mister. You better learn him some manners.
I picked them up quick.
No. Leave them where they are, Sing. Leave them where they are. You know, you're right, mister. I should show him some manners.
I could do it better.
Maybe you could at that. Now, pick up those nails. Pick them up, you thick-skulled clod. Go on! Put each and every one of them carefully back in that keg again. Observe how meek and mannerly our friend has become, Sing.
This will make a nice little piece for the Star. I'll print it in the etiquette column.
Yeah, now, if you'll wait around till our friend here has finished his lesson, I think that Sing has a better story for you. Come on, get on with it.
California, California.
The Californians.
California, I've come to live where life is best, in the golden west. I'm gonna strike it rich in California.
The Chinese community right here in San Francisco. Your own temple, homes, businesses. That's a wonderful idea.
We planned it for a long time.
Well, it's a good story. Why'd you keep it quiet?
If we talk, nobody sell us land. Now we've got land. Mr. Mack bought it for us. He is my honorable guardian and counselor.
Well, what business are you planning?
A regular kind. 2-3 stores. Laundry.
Laundry?
Food.
That's great. Now it's either wash my own or wait 2 months while it makes a round trip to Honolulu.
I build a store, same as Mr. Max. He give me stock, I pay him later. Get a wife too. Same day I open store, we get married.
You know, I don't believe I've ever seen a Chinese girl.
Not many here. There are 3,000 Chinese men, only 11 Chinese women.
That's long odds. You're lucky to get one.
I am very lucky. Pretty soon I get wife, house, store. Pretty good luck, eh?
Say, where is your land?
I show you. The elder is Dai Ju, honorable president of Tin Hao Temple Society. His daughter is Dai Wan, my betrothed.
Can I talk to him? They speak English?
Oh, yes. Mr. Dai Ju is one of the first 3 Chinese to come here from Canton. Dai Ju, this is Mr. Dion, newspaperman. And this is my betrothed, Dai Wan, Mr. Dion.
Hey, you. You savvy English? How about you? Do you speak Chinese?
Nope.
I speak English.
Why should I so? Who's Chu? Dai Chu.
This gentleman is Mr. Dai.
I'm Sid Aikens. A friend of mine in the registry office told me that McGivern transferred the title of this land to the Tin Ao Temple Society President Dai Chu. Well, what about it? Speak up.
Tin Ho is the queen of the heavens. Her temple will be built here.
I know tin temples to no tin queens going up here, boy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no. You keep your ears open and your mouth shut, and I'll tell you why. I'll make it short and sweet. I'm Sid Ikins. I run this precinct, and what I say goes. Me and my constituents own all the land around here. We don't want any cheap Chinese shacks stuck up in the middle of it, so get out.
This is their land, mister.
And keep your nose out of this, bright boy. You'll get paid a good price for it. Exactly what McGivern paid. Go on, I got the money right here in my pocket. Tell old Confucius that, will you? Go on, tell it.
We won't sell.
I didn't ask you.
Li Sing speak for all.
He does, eh?
We keep our land.
Only gonna make this offer once.
We won't sell.
Before I'm through with you, you'll be giving it away.
Can this man do us harm?
We are on our land.
The law protects you. If he shows up again, kick him off.
The goddess of Ting Ho teaches humility will shame the evil heart.
We must have plenty of chance to test that idea here in San Francisco.
Oh!
Come on, get out of there.
Only the fake tail? Good way to get rid of them is cut the tails off a few and turn them loose.
You think more of these than a squirrel does of its tail.
Sing now, please hold still.
I'm all right, Mrs. Mack.
Sing, tell me, did you recognize any of the other men? Well, what is it? What's the matter with... They've cut off his queue.
He was so proud of it. 23 inches long.
It's only hair. It'll grow back. What's so terrible about that?
Oh, you don't understand, Dean. It is a terrible thing. Health and happiness aside, nothing is as important to a Chinese man as his queue.
I cannot go back to my people. I have lost faith.
That seems a little far-fetched.
No, Mrs. Mack. In the old country, only slaves and criminals don't have queues.
But this isn't the old country, Sing.
Besides, if my people see what happened, many would get scared. They will sell their land and go away.
Why would they do that?
Well, it's rather difficult to explain. In a way, I suppose it's like Samson losing his hair. You see, the Q stands for manliness, for honor and prestige. It's as much a part of Sing as his own nose. Without it, his people won't listen to him. They'll have no confidence in him.
You mean they won't accept him anymore?
That's right. He's dishonored, mutilated. In fact, I very much doubt that his fiancée's father would allow her to marry a cueless man.
Poppycock, Jack. If the girl loves him, she'll marry him, even if he gets bald as an egg.
No, Mrs. Mack. Taiwan would never disobey her father.
Well, look, if his cue's that important, why don't we just keep quiet about it and stick it back on? Who'll know the difference?
The men took it away.
I've got an idea. We'll make you one. Jack, if we cut the tail off one of the horses...
Sounds like a pretty good idea, I suppose.
You got a horse back there?
Now, don't you worry, laddie, huh?
See what I mean?
Yeah. What is it?
My Boston transformation.
Well, he's gonna look pretty funny, a blonde Chinaman.
Don't be silly, we'll dye it.
Now, here, now, just a minute. That thing cost a lot of money. Took over 18 months to get here.
Took Sing a lot longer to grow his queue. Now, where's that black stove polish? Now, let's see you. It's a little off color, but it'll do for tonight. Tomorrow I'll dip it again.
I can hardly tell the difference. Come on, Sing. I'll see you home, just in case. I gotta put the paper to bed.
You know what? I've got a genius for a wife.
Tell me, Meister, what happened?
The red-faced man came with others. They threw stones. They cut our tents, made this fire.
Our honored elder, your father?
A stone struck him. He rests.
And you?
Tomorrow, if we stay here, worse will come, they said.
Worse will come to them. We have had enough humility. I will go to my guardian and borrow guns.
No, Li Sing. We will never do this.
There is no other way.
Oh, yes. We will go.
Go? Go where?
Where we can live in peace. Tomorrow we will sell our land.
My land will not be sold.
We will sell. We have consulted. It is decided.
You have decided without me? Why?
This is why the men threw it to us. Take off your dishonest hair.
This was dishonest. I am ashamed of the deceit. However, I am even more ashamed of you, my people, who made this necessary. This is our land. Stay.
To be beaten, have our homes burned, our men disgraced.
Yes, if it must be. I will never sell my land.
Good for you, Sing.
Then you will stay alone.
Father.
You are no longer his betrothed. Go. Li Sing has lost face.
Well, he hasn't lost face with his American friends. It's more honorable for a man to lose what he values in a good cause than to keep it and lose his cause. Come on, Sing, we'll show him what face is. Well, do you like it?
Well, if you mean to make certain that Aikens will go through with what he started, it's a masterpiece.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that you've made a public issue of it. Every decent person is going to say, too bad, isn't it? But Aikens will be the hero of every Chinese-hating hooligan in San Francisco.
Well, he won't be much of a hero after the Vigilantes haul him in.
What makes you think they're going to?
You're chairman of the committee. That's what makes me think so.
Oh, well, you think wrong, because I can't take them out on Aikens, you know.
Why not?
What do you mean? What? Look, you know as well as I do that the Vigilantes do not act until all legal means have been exhausted.
Oh, Jack, this is different. You're Singh's guardian counselor. You backed their plan. You bought their land for them. Only yesterday, you pulled a gun on a man who mistreated Singh.
Yes, as a private citizen. But how long do you think we'd hold public confidence if we were to hold a drumhead trial on every hooligan that does something that we don't like?
Is the public doing anything for Li Sing? Look, there's a time to be proper and a time to be right. Would the committee act if there was a legal way to do it?
Yes. We'd be delighted to get rid of Brother Aikens.
Then let's swear out a warrant in Li Sing's name.
Who's going to issue the warrant? Judge Jennings? Look, everybody in town knows that Jennings is owned by those crooks, body and soul. He'd have Aikens out of jail in 10 minutes. Now, would that help the Chinese?
Suppose we talk to old Doc Penny.
That rumhead?
Doc Penny's forgotten more about law than anybody out here ever knew.
Yes, I know. Yes, he's an honored member of the bar, every bar on Montgomery Street. Listen, he hasn't seen the inside of a courtroom in years.
Well, Jack, we got to do something.
It is Taiwan, Mr. Mac.
Oh, bring her in, man. Bring her in. Taiwan, how good to see you.
Come on, let's leave him alone.
Hmm?
Come on.
Oh.
had to see you.
Later, I would have come to you.
I have no words.
None are needed.
But I need them. The men came again at the morning meal. They wanted to cut more queues. My father said he will sell the land, so they went away. They will come back after the midday meal with papers to sign. Then we go away.
Where?
To the mountains, to the mines.
And what will you do there? Run away again?
My beloved, come with us.
I must stay. I have to build on my land.
They will kill you.
Then I must die. Goodbye, my star. Goodbye is very hard to say.
Then I will stay with you.
Thank you, my beloved star. No man could be more happy. But in the days to come, the memory of your venerable father, left alone to face the most bitter days of his years, would poison our happiness. You must go with your father. Taiwan, tell them not to sell the land. My friends are helping.
Are we helping?
All right. We'll talk to old Penny if he's sober.
If he's not, we'll sober him up. Well, what's wrong with a little nap? Come on, wake up. We got to talk to you.
Huh?
We need some help with the law.
Law?
Your Honor, counsel for the defense is unprepared. He is being negligent and cynical, depriving his client of all legal protection. I suggest, Your Honor, that this man be cited for contempt.
Your Honor, I object. I'm thoroughly prepared. All I need is a short recess to consolidate my notes. May I ask the court for 15 minutes?
This court is recessed for 15 minutes.
Oh, simple problem, gentlemen. Swear out an injunction. That's an order of the court commanding the person addressed to do or not do something.
In Judge Jennings' court, huh?
If you'll let me finish, sir. As I was about to point out, it would be useless appearing before Judge Jennings, who is Aiken's creature.
But he's the only judge around.
He is not, young man. As recently as last week, an appointment was made to the vacancy created by the demise of Federal Judge Van Horn, a young man named Sneed. Pupil of mine, as it happens.
You taught law?
At Harvard.
Harvard?
Harvard. We have a federal question here. Violation of the Fifth Amendment, which provides that no person may be deprived of his property except by due process of law. I propose obtaining from Judge Sneed an injunction commanding Aikens to neither molest these Chinese people further nor trespass upon their property.
Well, what happens then?
Serve the order on him. Aikens must either honor it or ignore it. If he honors it, your friends are safe. If he doesn't, he's acted in violation of the highest legal authority in these parts. Then, Mr. McGivern, the Vigilantes are free to act.
Counselor, may I say that the Vigilance Committee could use a man with your undoubted legal talents?
At your service, sir.
Venerable leader, brethren of Tin House Society, short on hair, long on friends, American friends, your friends, I bring good news. Honored President, this U.S. government paper tells our enemy not to put 1 foot on Tin Ho's land. It says to Atkins what I have said to you.
Suppose he does not listen.
Here is the #1 lawman. Here is the #1 merchantman. Here is the #1 newspaperman. All are Tin Ho's friends. All say, do not sell land. All say, Chinese shall have their own place to live. If Atkins does not hear this paper, they will make him listen.
Excuse, please. You have heard the words of our son, Lee Sing. Is it true that he speak for U.S. government? That red-faced man cannot make us sell our land?
That's right. If he even as much as sets 1 foot on your land, he wished that he hadn't.
We of Tin House Society thank our friends.
Unload the wagon.
Sing, you know what to do?
Yes, Mr. Dion.
Now, don't you worry, any of you, no matter what happens. There's always help close at hand.
Yes.
Want to sell your land now? I told you you'd be giving it away.
This paper says, do not step on our land.
Federal Court of the State of California. I'll shave your head this time.
I speak for the U.S. government. Do not step on our land.
Vigilante, Bell, you can't try me for this.
What do you know about that now? All right, come on.
This court has sat in the absence of Just Sneed, who unfortunately was called south in pursuance of his official duties. You, and all of you, have been fairly tried and found guilty by an impartial jury of the Committee of Vigilance of the City of San Francisco. Sid Akins. You, Akins, are a vicious and destructive man. Human dignity is the principle on which this country was founded, the dignity of the individual, the right of every man and every woman to self-respect. You have robbed a number of men and women of basic rights, a crime differing only in degree from murder. Murder? I said differing in degree. That means that a certain degree of restitution can be made. If you want to save your skin, you better make it.
Yes, sir.
First, replace the property you and your thugs have destroyed. Second, pay to Lee Sing an indemnity of $50 in cash for each inch of his cube. It was 23 inches long. Third, when these conditions have been met, our guard will escort you to the city limits. Step across them. And don't step back until this man's queue has grown to its original length.
How long will that be?
That's for you to calculate. And don't calculate wrong. Court dismissed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mack. Mr. Dion.
You're entirely welcome. Tell me, how long will it take for that queue of yours to grow back,
Maybe an inch or so a month.
Well, do us all a favor, will you? Each time it reaches 22 inches, cut off an inch. Such were the beginnings of San Francisco's Chinatown, which even before I pulled stakes became the largest Chinese community outside of the Orient. The first building to be erected there was Dai Chu's dream, the Tin Hau Temple. And the very first couple to send their nuptial prayers toward heaven in the smoke of Tin Ho's sacred brazier were our own good friends Sing and Wan. It made a real nice story for the paper, the kind of story I was glad to write.
most everywhere, but I like where I am today, and here is where I'll stay. Now one thing I just can't endure is being broke and being poor, so I come west to take the cure, and here is where I'll stay. I've come to California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California. I've come to live where life is best, in the golden west. I'm gonna strike it rich in California, California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California.
San Francisco in the early 1850s, a reporter sometimes rode hard for a story. I did. I rode with the Vigilantes. There was little law in the city then. The police force was small and insufficient. And a powerful gang called the Regulators had the countryside living in terror. Miners bringing in their gold would ask the Vigilantes to protect them. We were organized and had been waiting for this opportunity a long time.
Well, you should have picked those miners up by now. Message said 2 o'clock.
Well, they could have been delayed.
Yeah, by the Regulators.
California, California. There's
The Californians.
California. I've come to live where life is best, in the golden west. I'm gonna strike it rich in California.
Right on schedule. Who says you have to dig for gold?
Yeah.
Take cover, men. They'll be coming in from both sides. Well, where are your vigilantes?
Take that out of them.
They got Roy Howard.
That's Jim Sloat. We got the #1 regulator himself.
Good. Just keep him that way till I fetch a rope.
Nobody is getting hanged without a trial first. Now, we're taking Sloat into San Francisco, and I guarantee you, he won't get away with it this time.
Regulator Chief apprehended, caught in the act. John McGivern and Sam Brannan lead vigilantes in thrilling capture of James Sloat by Dean Patrick. Yesterday, in broad daylight, a band of reprehensible regulators was surprised in the very act of attacking a gold-laden mule train en route to this city. Dean, it's a fine story.
I just might make a reporter out of him yet.
You know, Sam, this might very well be the end of that gang.
Sloat's only one man.
But the top man, Mr. Brannan. Without him, the Regulators might fall apart.
Shouldn't you be starting for court?
Not a bad idea.
We should have hung the... We should have hung him right there.
Oh, quiet, Sam, quiet. Any instructions, Mr. Palmer?
No, just tell all the witnesses to tell the truth. I'll take care of the rest.
Martha?
Bye.
I'm not a modest man, Mr. Sloat. I know law, but I can't promise to work miracles.
You won't have to.
But, sir, with all these witnesses...
You just keep those witnesses from talking till I give you the word. And the testimony of these witnesses, all men of character and good repute, will prove that the defendant, James Sloat, and his band of ruffians called the Regulators, did willfully attack the aforesaid miners with intent to murder them and steal their gold. Sir, I would like to call my first witness, Jacob Johnson.
Objection, Your Honor.
On what grounds, Mr. Truesdale?
On grounds of precedence, sir. Williams versus Hensley, Superior Court, Massachusetts. Carter versus Ames, Common Court of Virginia. And Balmer versus DeGordio, New York.
He's playing for time.
I regret, sir, that my legal library has not arrived from the East as yet. Perhaps we can refer to your books.
We're wasting time. Let's hear the witnesses.
Yeah, come on. I'm going to have order here.
And salt pork, coffee, flour, and beans. Anything else you'd like to pack?
Indeed, I'd like to be packing yourself, man. But I fear Mr. McGivern might resent it.
Well, I should hope so. That's $42. You want to pay for it, or should we take it out of what you banked with us?
Oh, it's a trifling sum. I'll pay for it.
All right. Are you taking all of this with you now? Mr. Gilligan? Mr. Gilligan?
I'll be back, ma'am.
May I help you?
Well, if you're busy,
No, ma'am. I was just leaving. Yes, ma'am. Just leaving.
Now.
My, what lovely jade beads.
Thank you. Some Chinese friends gave them to me. My husband is their counselor.
Oh, how nice. May I see your parasols?
Yes, of course.
Mr. Truesdale, I want no legal shenanigans.
Of course not, sir. I'm merely citing the law. Now, in the case of Williams versus Hensley in Massachusetts, and may I say, sir, that I was privileged to practice in this great sovereign state that brought us Samuel Adams, Daniel Webster, those two outstanding Americans who dedicated their lives to the principle that all men, no matter whether rich or poor, were allowed to speak their mind. For the first case, Your Honor. And now for the second.
Mr. Truesdale, I don't see what point you made with the first.
I'm coming to that, Your Honor. You'll see the principle developed through all three cases.
It's after 2. He's delaying this trial for an hour.
Nothing's going to help him now. Our time will come.
Your Honor, the principle I refer to is as basic as the law itself. Pure, immutable.
Mr. Truesdale.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Your Honor, the defense has just received certain startling new facts. I will need a little time to prepare.
Till tomorrow morning. This court is recessed.
What do you think? He'll wiggle off the hook. You wait and see.
He hasn't got a chance.
McGivern! Who's McGivern?
I am, son, right here. All right, thank you.
What is it, Jack? McGivern, we've got your wife. If you want her to live, call up your witnesses.
Dirty rats.
That kid.
Mrs. McGivern, it's a dolt I am for getting to pay. Mrs. McGivern!
Don't give up. They'll find her. Brannon's got over 200 men. They'll cover every inch of this town.
For the first time in my life, I regret that I stopped the hanging. If they've even touched a hair on our head, by heavens, I'll...
Take it easy, Jack. We've got till morning, till court opens. If you have to, you can even call off the witnesses. Where are you going?
I'm going out. I'm going to make another search. Dean, I've got to find her. I've got to.
But you can't do it alone. It's too dangerous. The regulators could pick you up.
If anything has happened to Martha, I just hope that they do.
Shanghai rooster and one spotted hog. The dark of the evening to you, Mr. Patrick. McGivern! Now, where is he?
He's out walking, and you should be doing the same.
Oh, no, I'm not ready for bed. Should I tell you something? I'm in love. I never saw her dressed up like that before. Oh, she's beautiful.
Come on, Mr. Gilligan.
Oh, no. Not without me gold dust that's in McGivern's safe. McGivern!
I told you he's not here. Look, he's in trouble. The regulators kidnapped his wife.
Oh, no. A sweet little lady like her. And I was so close.
Close?
I was standing right here talking to her. And a few minutes later, I come back and she's gone.
What time was that?
A short before 2.
Who else was here?
The girl I love.
Who's that?
Dolly Dawson. Well, she's a sort of an actress. She runs her own saloon down by the Cove.
Could you take me there? You know where it is?
I've been there half of the night, but I don't know. There's no place for a gentleman.
Well, I got my old mining clothes. Well, she's pretty, all right.
You should see her when she's all dressed up.
She's dressed up now. In Mrs. McGivern's jade beads.
That's him. The man who gave her the drink. He was in the store with her.
You stay here and stay sober.
Now, where are you going?
Upstairs.
You're crazy.
Not crazy. Drunk.
Every time you sing,
You going somewhere?
Downstairs, rumhead.
Come on, let's sing a song.
I said downstairs.
What's the matter? Don't you like to sing? Now, what do you got against singing, huh?
What did he want?
Just a drunk.
Get rid of him.
No, Sam, I won't do it, I tell you. I told those miners that Sloat would be convicted. I made them a promise.
You also made a few promises to Martha, remember? To take care of her, to love and protect her. Isn't she your first responsibility?
What do you want me to do, man? Spout a lot of fancy ideals and then kick them out into the mud the moment that I stand to get hurted? Oh, no, Sam, no.
You listen to me. You testify against Sloat, and something happens to Martha. There isn't a man in this town who'd take the trouble to spit on you or any of us. We'd be finished. There wouldn't be any vigilantes.
You just don't understand, do you? Those miners have my word that Sloat will be convicted.
Sure, they want Sloat hung. They'd give their lives to do it. But they wouldn't give Martha's.
think that... Do you think I would?
Of course not. And stop talking like a darn fool.
I'm sorry, sir. When a man gets into a thing like this, it's very difficult to think straight, to reason. Sam? Would you please ask the miners not to testify?
You just leave them to me.
Must be that window right up there.
At least we could go get us some help.
She might be dead by then. If I get in, you go out in front. Wait a while, then kick up a fuss.
Open up. It's 9 o'clock. I want a drink. Come on, open up. I want a drink.
Come on down and help get rid of this drunk, Matt.
Coming, Miss Dolly.
You all right?
Well, it won't be long now, dearie. Oh, these. Don't feel too badly about them. You won't be needing them anymore. Fact is, you won't be needing anything anymore.
Go ahead, Mr. Palmer.
Thank you, sir. Now, Mr. Johnson, on the afternoon of August the 3rd, you were leading a mule train from Grass Valley to San Francisco, is that right?
That's right.
What happened?
Well,
Just state what happened.
Well, nothing.
Quiet. I insist on quiet.
Mr. Johnson, one of your men was killed.
Well, I guess there must have been a fight.
Can you say that James Sloat took part in this fight?
I can't. No, sir, I can't.
Mr. McGivern, you realize you're under oath?
Yes, sir.
And since a dozen witnesses indicated they were totally blind on the day of the attack, this case against Mr. Sloat rests entirely on your testimony. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Proceed.
Mr. McGivern, I'm asking you, sir, as a respected and trusted citizen of San Francisco, will you tell us what really happened that day?
I have nothing to say.
Mr. McGivern, you realize this ensures a verdict of not guilty?
Yes, sir.
Is that the way you want it?
I have nothing to say, Your Honor.
You're excused.
I've been waiting for you.
On the basis of the evidence, or rather the lack of it, the jury must find the defendant not guilty. But I hope the evidence will be more positive when the witnesses who testified today are returned to this court on charges of perjury. I don't think you need to retire to consider your verdict.
Jack, you said it yourself. Our time will come.
Jack.
Your Honor, it's not over, is it?
Well, we've had the testimony.
Not all of it, sir. Not mine, and not theirs. They couldn't talk because the regulators kidnapped Mrs. McGivern.
Quiet! Quiet! This court is still in session. We'll let Mrs. McGivern have her cry. And then we'll listen to testimony.
I still don't see why you and Dean have to rush. I thought you'd at least stay for supper. We're so grateful to both of you.
Thank you, ma'am. But I gotta walk this one past the city jail so he can see the woman he loves before they ship her out of California.
I'm for the gold fields, where all a man has to worry about is his life. I've had me fill of the vigilantes. Goodbye, Mrs. McGivern.
Goodbye.
Have you had your fill of the vigilantes, my dear?
Have you? You had to worry about me this once. I worry about you all the time. But, Jack, I wouldn't want it any other way.
California. Oh, I've traveled here, I've traveled there. I guess I've been most everywhere. But I like where I am today, and here is where I'll stay. Now, one thing I just can't endure is being broke and being poor. So I come west to take the cure, and here is where I'll stay. I've come to California. California. There's gold in them there hills in California. I've come to live where life is best. In the Golden West, I'm gonna strike it rich in California. California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California.
San Francisco, 1851. In 2 short years, it had become an overgrown giant, sprawling, brawling across the peninsula. Gold fever was still epidemic, bringing new hundreds almost daily, fleecing them and sending them on to the diggings. The smell of gold lured all manner of men to the distant mountains, and it brought to San Francisco all manner of quacks and crooks, of thieves, cutthroats, and desperate characters, and only one protection against them: the vigilantes. Haven't you closed up shop yet?
Great news, Dean. They've caught Jake Greaves and they're bringing him in. I'm going to take official custody of him for the Vigilance Committee.
You got any evidence this time?
We sure have. We caught him red-handed, shanghaiing 2 sailors. One of them tried to escape, and Reeves killed him. Oh, here they come now.
All right, get down. Well, Mr. Reeves at last, huh?
Californians. California, I've come to live where life is best. In the Golden West, I'm gonna strike it rich in California. California.
Doctor?
Let's step in the other room, Mrs. McGivern. Very serious.
I'll get those men if it's the last thing I do.
That won't help Jack now. How serious? Tell me.
I don't know exactly. It's hard to say.
Might he die?
Yes, he might.
There must be something we can do.
Just get that bullet out. He might have a chance.
Well, take it out.
I wouldn't even attempt it. That's a case for a skilled surgeon.
Get one.
There is none in San Francisco or Sacramento that I know of.
You know what you're saying, man? You'll have to do it yourself, then.
I can't do it.
You're a doctor, aren't you?
Yes, but I'm not a surgeon. This is beyond me, and I know it. A clumsy job could kill him. Look, the bullet's near the heart. It grazed his spine. There may be deep internal injury. This requires an experienced surgeon. Yes, more than that, a great one. A Henry Jameson or someone like that.
Henry Jameson is in San Francisco. I've heard Jack talk of him, of how he might start a hospital.
Yes, he was in San Francisco.
Well, what do you mean was?
Gold fever. He went up to the mines 4 months ago. Oh, yes. Even a man like that.
We've got to get him. Someone must know where he is.
100,000 miners, 200 miles of mountains.
Dean, this is my husband.
I'll get Jameson and bring him back somehow. I promise you. I promise you. How much time have I got, Doctor?
3 or 4 days, maybe. I'll keep him alive as long as I can.
Yes?
Pardon me, ma'am. I'm looking for Dr. Jameson.
No use of looking here. He's up, well, I think they call it Spanish Flats.
Spanish Flats? Thank you, ma'am. Spanish Flats in the Motherlode country. I had over 100 miles to ride. Hard, bruising miles that wore a horse down fast and didn't do much for the man on his back. But you keep going. You change horses and keep going because fear has a foot in the stirrup with you. Because your best friend's life is running out. A day, a night, another day and night. Then it's morning and you're changing horses again and hoping it's the last time you'll have to stop. Somebody slapped a saddle on my fresh mount. Somebody shoved some food in my hand. Somebody turned me in the right direction and got me going. Looking for a place I'd never seen. Looking for a man I didn't know. And then a stop I hadn't counted on. Vigilantes. Looking for Jake Reeves. He'd been reported heading north, and they aimed to keep him from crossing the mountains. The Vigilantes were guarding all the passes, and this bunch told me they'd staked out one pass for themselves. Which one's that?
Spanish Pass. Just up beyond Spanish Flats there. It's small and natural trap that he couldn't possibly get out of.
Spanish Flats, that's where I'm heading. You ever heard of a Dr. Jameson up there?
Doctor? Oh, there's a Jameson up there owns a mine somewhere around there. You ask at the land office in the flats.
Thanks, I'll do it. Yeah.
Go away, mister. I don't want to have to shoot you.
You don't have to shoot me, ma'am. I'd do nothing to harm you.
Stay back. Don't come any closer, I'll fire.
Oh, ma'am, you've got nothing to fear from me.
Go away. Go away and leave me alone.
Well, I come a long way to find somebody.
Who?
Dr. Henry Jameson. I thought he might be here.
Stay back.
Maybe you could tell me where he is.
What do you want with him?
Well, I want to talk to him. Does he live here?
Go away.
No. I don't think you'll shoot, ma'am. You're frightened, but you don't want to kill anybody. And you know I won't hurt you. Now, give me that gun! You know, you're a mighty brave lady. I'm sorry if I frightened you, but, well, I couldn't let you shoot me, and I couldn't go away. Not after coming this far to find the doctor.
What do you want with him?
Take him back to San Francisco with me?
He won't leave here.
He's got to. He's the only one can help. You see, my best friend, he's dying.
Won't matter to him. He doesn't care anymore.
He doesn't care? And he calls himself a doctor?
Not anymore. All he cares about is gold.
Are you Mrs. Jameson?
You shouldn't have come here. He won't listen to you. He won't even listen to me.
No, Mrs. Jameson. Dr. Jameson?
Stand still. Are you all right? I heard the shots.
Yes. I thought at first he might be one of those men we heard about at the store this morning, but he's not. We heard there were desperate criminals somewhere near.
I know. Jake Reeves and his men.
My wife seems to know you, but I don't.
My name is Dean Patrick. I've come to talk to you about...
I won't sell the claim. I won't even discuss
I'm not
it.
here to talk to you about your gold claim, Doctor. I wouldn't give you 2 cents for it. I want you to come back to San Francisco with me to save a man's life.
I'm not interested.
You're not interested? Look, a man's dying. A man important to the city, to the whole state. Important to a good wife, just as you're important to yours. He's my best friend, and you're not interested.
I've given up medicine. Let some other doctor do it.
No other doctor in San Francisco can. You're the only one who's good enough. It's a sad thing to see. A man with a God-given ability to do something that needs so badly to be done. Instead, he's grubbing in the dirt for gold.
Young man, I came to San Francisco. I offered my services once. What happened? They were not wanted. Nobody cared. The town's so full of quacks and charlatans that a decent doctor can't make an honest living.
You didn't give it a chance.
What chance did they give me? After years of study, poverty, struggling to make ends meet, seeing my wife a common drudge. Here was gold just for the taking. All the things we've ever wanted, ever dreamed of, both of us. No, young man, I'm not going to leave here now. That's what you came for. You may as well go.
I won't do it.
And you'll excuse me, I have things to do. How is he? There's no arterial blood. Bullet went through cleanly. He'll be fine.
Can you handle that gun? They may try sneaking around in back.
I'll watch at the door. All right. Think they'll rush us?
No, they're not brave enough. They know somebody'd get hurt.
What do they want here? I have no quarrel with these men.
Well, they seem to have one with you.
Oh, you? Maybe they're after you.
No. I got a quarrel with them, all right, but they don't know me from Adam.
Hey, in there! Stop shooting and come on out!
What do they want here?
That's easy. Food, supplies, so they can cross the mountains, go into the Utah settlements. They can't go near a store in town. Knowing Reeves, maybe he picked this place specially. Maybe you heard the rumors about your gold.
What gold?
Plenty of talk in Spanish flats. You struck it rich.
It's ridiculous.
Then why don't you want to leave?
That's my business.
Well, it'll be my business if Jack McGivern dies.
Shells in the bottom drawer.
Henry, why don't we give them what they want? Food, supplies, anything. Even the gold if they want it.
Sarah, hold your tongue.
I don't want your gold, Jamison. You don't have to worry about me.
Don't have very much. Only been working in the vein for a few months. You understand?
I understand.
We don't need it.
That's for me to decide, Sarah.
Sure, you'll stay and stay. Always wanting a few more ounces. Always waiting for that big strike. Well, suppose you get it. What'll you have? Will it make you happier?
Young man, you don't know what you're talking about.
Don't I?
It's so right, Henry. This gold is like a poison, changing people, warping them, killing them. Can't you see what it's doing to you?
You seem to agree on me. Maybe you're not the strangers you pretend to be.
Oh. You know, you're really out of your mind.
Hang in there! Let's talk! All we want is some victuals.
You started a shooting.
Come on out and talk it over.
No, thanks.
All right, Jameson. You'll be sorry.
Jameson, he knows me.
Maybe he heard about your gold.
Give it to him.
What can we do?
Well, we can't hold out forever.
Give it to him. I don't care. I can't go on this way.
Sarah, please.
You know, you better listen to her, mister. I've heard a lot about you. Great man, they say, great doctor. Doing wonderful things for people, helping them. Gonna start a hospital in San Francisco. That's the kind of man I heard you were. Once.
Please, darling, give them the gold. Let's go back to being what we used to be.
Realize there's a fortune there?
You've got your fortune in your hands.
And there's more, much more. If I do give up this claim, what happens then? Somebody may jump it. Maybe him. Maybe this is all a trick.
You don't believe that.
That's all right, ma'am. Listen, it's, gonna be dark soon.
We've got to do something.
That's what I mean. One of us will have to get away, get some help. Can you two hold out here alone for a while?
What are you going to do?
Try to get away, get some help. How far is it to Spanish Pass?
Spanish Pass, why?
Well, there's some vigilantes up there waiting for Reeves. How do I get there?
It's 4 or 5 miles. You take the left fork, you find a trail.
Can you two hold out?
Yes, we'll manage.
All right. I'll slip out and back.
Down through the gulch.
No, not that way. Up through the trees.
That way they'll see me. The gulch is better.
No, I say.
Why not?
I said no, that's all.
Henry.
That's my only chance. You better get out of the way.
No, stop! Not that way. Stop! You're trying to trick me.
What's the matter with you?
You're trying to trick me. You're trying to take my gold.
Henry!
Drop it.
Go ahead. Fight. Makes it easier for me. Get us some food, little lady. Not just for now, but enough to fill the saddlebags. You were saying about gold. Where is it? We could use it where we're going.
No.
Hard to give it up, eh? All right, we'll find it ourselves. Search the cabin. Haven't I seen your face before somewhere?
I don't know, have you?
Look, don't get smart, mister. I don't need to keep you alive. You don't know where no gold is, do you?
No.
Right?
Nothing.
Talk!
Not a thing. Come on out here, lady.
All right, smart man. Where is it?
I won't tell you.
Jameson, he means it. He'll kill you.
You wouldn't dare.
I'll show you what I dare. You want to tell me?
You want to watch your wife die and then tell me?
Henry!
Jameson, he's not joking.
Well, you gonna talk?
What kind of a man are you?
All right, I'll show you.
Well, that's better.
Come with me. Down the gulch.
Mr. Patrick, what would he have done if you hadn't shamed him?
That's it. All right, good. Well, thanks for the gold, mister. You ain't the type for gold anyway. It'll do me more good.
It's getting late. We better move.
Sure.
What about them?
Just don't waste any bullets. Shoot straight.
That's murder.
Don't matter to me, mister. I'll hang anyway if I'm caught. I'm just making sure I don't get caught.
But I gave you the gold!
And I said thank you.
Wait a minute. They know you're coming this way. You left a clear trail.
So?
So they'll be guarding the pass up there waiting for you. Maybe I can help you get through.
We'll get through. Don't worry about us.
Maybe you will and maybe you won't. I know a place where they won't be. It's not a road, just a trail, and it's close.
Where? Talk!
Will you let us live?
An even swamp.
He'll kill us anyway. I don't trust him.
We haven't got much choice. It's a little notch called Spanish Pass. Nobody uses it. It'll be open. Jameson will tell you how to get there.
Follow the left fork up here to the head wall of the canyon, and you climb up the ridge to the left, and you'll find the trail going on up.
All right. Take their horses so they can't get to anybody.
Patrick, I can't thank you enough.
What are you thanking me for? You lost your gold, didn't you?
Mr. Patrick, would you help me to get back to San Francisco?
Sarah. Sarah, I didn't hesitate because of the gold.
You hesitated.
Only because that moment, that awful moment when I saw you close to death, I realized that you meant more to me than all the gold anywhere. And more. To realize what you've been trying to tell me these last months, that I meant more to you than gold. I was foolish not to see that before.
I never minded hard times, nor drudging to make ends meet as long as we was happy and doing what we should.
If you'll forgive me, let me prove that I mean what I say.
Take me home, Henry.
Mr. Patrick, do you want a good mining claim?
No, thanks, but maybe we could trade it for 3 good horses. If you don't mind, we gotta move fast. My friend, Jack McGivern, he needs help badly.
Yes, of course. Sarah?
This is sheer unadulterated nonsense, keeping me cooped up like this. You've got me like a goose in a crate, and all that work to be done to... Arthur, would you hand me that pipe, please?
Dr. Jameson said the work could wait.
Well, you can tell him for me it can't. What does he know about running a store? Why can't he stick to his own business, huh?
There's no question about it. He's getting better, all right.
He should be. He's got the best doctor in San Francisco.
Oh. You come back to digging, probing me again, huh?
No, Jack, I have a little present for you.
Present from... What's this, a bank draft?
For the gold they recovered from that Mr. Reeves and his gang.
Start the hospital fund you've been talking about. It's a present, Jack, for the one you gave me.
I gave you? Doctor, you saved my life.
You saved mine. When I took this bullet out of you.
Oh, I see. An ounce of lead for all this gold, huh?
Just like Jake Reeves said. An even swap.
I've traveled there. I guess I've been most everywhere. But I like where I am today, and here is where I'll stay. Now, one thing I just can't endure is being broke and being poor. So I come west to take the cure, and here is where I'll stay. I've come to California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California. I've come to live where life is best, in the golden west. I'm gonna strike it rich in California, California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California.
San Francisco, right after the gold rush, birthplace of modern crime, spawning ground for 20th century racketeering. Recent immigrants were the favorite victims. And though later gangsters added vicious refinements, the basic technique stayed the same. It was pay or else. Simple, primitive, but so effective that only rarely could the vigilantes persuade a victim to testify against his persecutors.
Mr. Schiller, are the two men who assaulted you present in this courtroom?
No, I do not see them.
The prisoners will rise.
You heard him. On your feet.
Mr. Schiller, are these the two men that beat you and wrecked your store?
No.
You're not even looking at them.
No, it is not them. I have made mistake.
All right, maybe we can't hold you this time, but I promise you one of these days I'm going to find a witness that you can't scare. And then we'll see who'll have the last laugh.
California, California.
The Californians.
California. I've come to live where life is best, in the golden west. I'm gonna strike it rich in California.
You're sharpening the razor to nothing.
Well, Papa, you always say a barber is judged by his steel, and for my first customer.
I hope I'm not making a mistake in this.
But you promised. Besides, you said the shaves I gave you were the best you ever had.
To nick Papa is one thing, but a paying customer... Oh. Fritz, run over to Miller's. Get our dinner.
Dinner? But it's so early. Well, 2 customers, you might need help.
I'll manage. Just go.
You're short.
That's all I've got.
Our barber's confused, Kemp. Maybe you better straighten him out.
Hold it. I'll have it for you next week. This week I had to buy some...
What's my barber doing away from his shop, huh?
Papa sent me to get dinner.
Dinner? When your first customer's coming for a shave? Nonsense, my boy. Time enough to eat after you've made me presentable first.
Papa, what happened? Well, you're hurt.
It's nothing. An accident.
Hello, Max.
Hello.
You know, strangely enough, those two men who just left specialize in accidents.
Are you sure you want to be shaved by the apprentice?
Yes, of course. I promised him that I'd be his first victim. Do you know what those two did to your friend Schiller? They put him out of business, Max.
I know.
Well, the same thing could happen to you, too, you know.
No, it won't, Mr. McGivern. I have an arrangement.
Well, good night, all.
Dean, I've been thinking.
Well, you can tell me about that in the morning, huh?
I was about to say that I think that you should go and talk to Max Bruckner tonight.
Well, I don't.
Jack, can't you see he has a very important engagement?
I should hate to think that the work of the Vigilance Committee or the lives and safety of a few hundred people would interfere with Mr. Patrick's social engagement. Oh, first things first, by all means.
By all means.
What's the lady's name, Dean? What's she like?
Well, she's just a girl.
Fair or dark, short or tall?
Maybe he hasn't noticed, dear.
You should bring her around so we can meet her.
Oh, no, she's extremely shy.
Sure. Oh, yes, I'll bet she is. Yes, like a brass band.
Well, I'm already late.
Well, you're going to be even later. You want the same thing to happen to Max that happened to Schiller? He let us down on the courtroom because we didn't keep after him. Now, you go on out there tonight and talk to Max Bruckner.
Oh, no, that sounds like an order.
You've extremely good ears. It is. What? Hmm? Oh. Why didn't you tell me that sooner, huh? Yes.
What was all that about?
Oh, you know, it's just that he said the girl's name was Juliet, and I don't think you'd like her very much, dear. She just came from France.
Paris?
Yes, I believe so.
Maybe next time you come, Max will have the chair finished.
Look, when I've got something to say, I have to come right out with it. Max, I know you're paying tribute to the regulators.
Fritz, go over to the Leiningers for a little while.
No, Papa.
Hey.
Fritz should stay. One day he'll be your partner, and this concerns him.
All right. I pay them. Who doesn't?
That's no answer. You're a citizen, Max. You've got rights. You're the one who should show all the others. You know the law here was set up to protect you from these leeches. If it doesn't, the vigilantes will. Now, you've got nothing to be afraid of if you stand up to these thugs.
You stand up and they knock you down.
What happens if you stay on your knees?
What happened? What happened to Wolf, the baker, and Meyer, and his shoe shop, and the Heinzingers? They're all kaput. They're out of business.
Yeah, well, they're not going to take our shop.
Talk is easy.
Yes, it is. And all our people have listened to you talk, Max. There's been enough talk. Now do something. Show them.
Well, that's foolish. How can one man alone
You won't be alone, Max. Now help us get these men, and the vigilantes will do the rest.
Suppose they hurt Anna or Fritz.
We're not afraid, are we, Mama?
Max, you and your family will be protected. Now, when do they collect next?
Do what's right, Max. What you've always said was right.
All right. They come on Tuesdays in the morning, late.
We'll be ready.
Fritz, they're coming. I've decided not to make any more payments to you.
of a sudden, Kemp, our barber's very brave.
Let's just see how really brave he...
Kemp, wait. A man doesn't suddenly become brave without good reason. Very good reason. Let's go.
You can't let him get away with it.
He won't. There's nothing much more to be done. Just now.
Well, they were onto us.
Well, never mind. We'll get them the next time.
Follow me to your friend Max Bruckner.
All right, boys, pull it over.
Mrs. Weber, what happened? Who did all this?
Oh, these terrible men. It's all because of you. They say they do this to us because of you. Papa. Papa, darling. Papa, darling.
Our wagon, they didn't hurt. Why?
What can I say? I was a fool. Henry, I am sorry. Frau Leininger, if I would have known... You kept your promise. My family is safe. But what a price.
This is a terrible thing that's happened to you people, and I'm sorry. But you can't blame Max. What he did for you, to help all of you. Now you've got to stand together and back him up. Now, you saw the men who did this. Who's coming with me to identify them and swear out a complaint?
You've got to listen to Mr. D and do what he says.
Quiet, Fred.
Listen, you've got to explain to them, Max. This is their chance to get rid of these thugs. They must fight back.
Just let us alone.
Please, Max.
Haven't they suffered enough? Just let us alone.
They just don't have any more faith in me or in the Vigilance Committee. Why should they after what's happened?
Well, they surely don't think that Kemp and Hazard can outsmart us forever, do they?
No, they're not thinking at all anymore. They've seen their wagons wrecked, their furniture smashed. It's a miracle somebody wasn't killed.
That's all the more reason why they'd want to testify against Kemp and Hazard.
I told you, nobody will take the stand as a witness.
You sound as if you were going to call it quits, too.
You know me better than that.
I've just been checking on your Juliet from Paris.
Oh?
And if you want my advice...
Oh, he does, Martha. He does, yes.
I don't think you should get involved with that kind of girl.
Now, don't you worry about that, Martha, dear. I'll talk to the young lady myself.
Oh, no, you won't. I'll see to that.
Oh,
Wait a minute, Jack. I was wrong. We have got a witness. The only one in the bunch with any real courage.
You're not going to go see him tonight, are you?
No, first thing tomorrow morning. Tonight I'm busy.
Fritz, perhaps you better go and get our dinner now.
You don't have to send me out, Papa. I know they're coming.
I still think it would be better if you wouldn't be here.
Papa, don't give him the money.
Fritz, I cannot make the same mistake twice.
But it wasn't a mistake.
You know, Barbara, you caused us an awful lot of trouble.
Here. Now get out.
That's not enough. Our price is going up. Gonna cost you $20 a week more.
$20 more.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it, Papa. Don't give him any more money.
Shut up, boy.
You gotta listen to me, Papa. If we don't say no today, we're finished.
I said shut up.
Get out! Get out! Get out and stay out!
Fritz! Give it to me. Give it to me. Take this. This is all I got. Tomorrow I'll give you the rest. But now, go.
You ought to play it smart like your papa, boy. You'll get less headaches.
You're right, Fritz. I knew it. I knew you shouldn't have been here when they came. But I never thought you were going to try such a crazy thing. Fritz, you got to learn. Learn to think of the consequences.
I think I've learned enough for one day, Papa. Like Mr. Dean told us, someone's got to stand up against those men.
Where is Fritz?
Why, he's with you.
No, he left the shop before noon.
Why?
Those men came for their money.
You paid them?
Of course. So Master Fritz gets angry with me and just walks out. I thought he would come home.
No, he hasn't been here.
What are you doing?
We should look for him.
No, let him sulk. Finish the supper, huh? He'll get back when he's hungry.
Max, I'm going. Are you coming with me? Mr. Patrick, Fritz didn't come home. We're going to look for him.
That's why I'm here. Fritz is at the McGiverns.
Oh, thank God he is safe.
See, I told you, he was sulking.
It's a lot more than that, Max.
Why? What's happened? What's the matter with Fritz?
Fritz came to Mr. McGivern to volunteer as a witness. Against those men, Max.
Fritz as a witness? You would accept the testimony of a boy?
Sometimes a child knows things men have forgotten.
Fritz says he won't live with you or work with you because you've turned the shop over to the regulators.
I know. It hasn't been easy for him to understand ideals. Give him a couple of days. His anger will pass.
I don't believe that, Max, and I don't think you do.
You know, Mr. Patrick, you should have brought him back.
He'd only run away again.
Then he'd be brought back again.
Oh, Max, you can't force Fritz to live with us any more than you can force him to be our son.
Look, Max, I don't know what happened in your barbershop today when Camp and Hazard came. I don't want to know. That's between you and Fritz. But whatever it was, it pulled you two apart.
Every boy has to find out sometime that his father is not a giant.
No, Fritz doesn't ask you to be a giant. He just expects you to act like a man.
I am his father, and I have the right to demand obedience.
Obedience? Is that what you want, obedience? What about respect? What about respect? Think it over, Max. And you've decided you know where to find me.
What happened today? Was Fritz and those men?
I tried him get out of the shop before he came.
What happened? Look at me.
They wanted more money. So Fritz took the razor and ordered him to get out. So I took it from him. And then one of the men hit Fritz.
They hit your son? And what did you do?
What can I do?
You are his father, and you ask that? What could be worse than betraying your son? What, Max? What's happened to you? What kind of thing have you become? Crawling, whining, afraid. What do you call yourself? What?
I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe I'm a nothing.
That isn't true. It can't be true. You had a dream, remember? A new life for us, especially for Fritz. In a country where any man can grow as big as he's able. That was a good dream, Max. A big dream. So big it carried us across the world. Took the place of food, money, everything. And now, where this dream can come true, you tell us to forget it. That we were foolish ever to believe in it. Listen to me, Max. I know you. I love you. You are a man. A big man. Much bigger than you think. If only you get up off your knees.
Now, mister, stay out of our business. Tomorrow, Barbara. Where's the other $5?
I have no $5 for you, no money for you ever.
Kemp is a very stupid man. You better give him another lesson.
Boys, take those two out.
Nice going, Max.
Hardest part is still ahead, Max. Yeah. Now then, Mr. Bruckner, do these men threaten you or anyone close to you with physical violence?
Yes, sir. They struck my son, Fritz. When I refused to pay tribute to them, they've beat us up. They've destroyed our camp. They wrecked the wagons of my neighbors. And they beat and trampled innocent men and women.
Are the men guilty of these attacks present in this courtroom?
Yes, those two. Paul Kemp and Steve Hazard.
Thanks to the identification by a witness who refused to be intimidated, this court finds Stephen Hazard and Thomas Kemp guilty of assault and extortion. They will be escorted to the city limits of San Francisco by members of the Vigilance Committee. And I can promise you that if ever they show their faces in this town again, this court will not be so lenient. Max, will you take it easy? What's the matter with you today? That's the second time you've nicked me.
I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous what Fritz might do to Mr. Dean.
This arrangement suits me fine, Jack. Bruckner shaves you, Son shaves me. Bruckner and Son.
California. Oh, I've traveled here, I've traveled there. I guess I've been most everywhere. But I like where I am today, and here is where I'll stay. Now, one thing I just can't endure is being broke and being poor. So I come west to take the cure, and here is where I'll stay. I've come to California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California. I've come to live where life is best, in the golden west. I'm gonna strike it rich in California, California.